And stream is online at we're a bit late, we're a bit behind schedule, 3 minutes late, but that's
late.
fine, I suppose. Yeah, I blame Chris for showing up and confusing me.
Yeah.
But hi, hello, I am going to be your host for today. I'm Kamoso. Hi. If you haven't been watching TAWS Asia, you won't know me, but I'm one of the usual hosts on TAWS Asia, and because we're lacking manpower, today I'm going to be hosting. And joining me today is going to be Chris, and Operator. Operator is on his second casting trip today, so treat him well.
Hey there.
I'm
kind of like
do your usual things. And then there's also Chris, who's been an absolute blast in VC, and I mean it.
Aw, thank you.
No,
You're great.
it's not in a good sense.
Alright, I'll back up and leave then.
No, please no. We need commentators. Alright, so I will be leaving it to you guys. I will be commentating unless
That was your first
anyone.
mistake.
Yeah.
alright. For those of you who haven't seen me around, I'm kind of like the unpaid intern of TAWS. So I'll be preparing, my commentary because we'll be having a tournament here in Singapore. So you can get some practice here in TAWS.
Don't worry, you're a baller. You got this.
Alright.
For those of you who aren't familiar with me, my name is Chris. That's all you need to know. That said, I believe we actually do have the bracket. If you guys want to head over to challenge.com/TAWSU5, which happens to look like TAWS Sus, you can see the bracket, and we have quite a few players today. And I believe it goes as far as about 50 players, approximately.
You can type in chat bracket, and then we'll get one of our human bots to paste you the link.
Bracket. Looks like there's about 43 players today. Is it on the high or the lower side for a TAWS?
There you go. The command works now. !bracket.
So we have 47 players today. Maybe some. Are these counting the dropouts?
This is just how many people showed up. So if they showed up and checked in, then they're in this bracket, which means they should be rearing and ready to go.
Oh, I was wondering why Operator's name was so familiar to me. I've fought him like a whole bunch back in the days, like way back in the days, like months ago, and I always lost. I remember you, you asshole.
I'm sorry,
you took all my TR.
Hey, watch your fucking language.
You took all my TR.
One of the players.
You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Close off your back.
It looks like the players will be joining the room soon, and we'll be having our first match.
Oh, so you've got our first game already. Let's go.
Sus. Thank you, Proto, for reminding us of Sus. I'm just gonna paste that sus emote in chat. If you are subscribed to the channel, you have that sussy ass emote.
Yeah, absolutely lovely emote. Please subscribe.
Lovely. Please subscribe.
Oh, we're having some issues, it seems.
Friendly reminder that, Twitch Prime. And that's what I'm saying.
It's free with your Amazon subscription.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flower Petal, for letting us know in game, even though you can't see it on stream, that you are sus. I appreciate that.
Bro, we've got tier 3, our lovely J Protogen, on a 5-month streak. Let's fucking go. Thank you.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
using that message just to say,
Mm.
us.
You're greatly contributing to the to our workload for unpaid interns. Very so.
Around these parts, we call them unpaid ballers.
I
Pay them proper
suppose-
respect.
I suppose we do. A very small portion of us do, but.
Pay proper
Anyway, it
respect.
looks like we're having some issues.
That's fine.
If I'm
It
not
will be
wrong.
like that sometimes. It looks like in the tournament, if you were to take a look at the bracket, we do have some familiar names. We do have Happy Danny. We have Jasmine, otherwise known as Luna.
Oh god,
We do
Jasmine's on it again.
Yep. We have
Oh, yeah.
Renitas. We have Happy Danny. We got ADSP. Sulfurious.
ADSP.
Yeah. We got Renitas.
That's a name I
Yeah.
recognize.
Yeah, we got quite a few.
I recognize
goodies.
a
We
few
got
people.
Hayu.
Even Arrowi's here. He should be on comms.
Wait, no, this is towards you. Wait, Jasmine is you. What? Wait,
Wow.
like I was.
Jasmine has hit you.
Like the last time I saw her, she was like S plus or some shit. It's just like only 1 or 2 months ago. That's weird. What's he gonna be in no show? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
we're looking at a DQ here.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
this
First game of the
non-start
stream. First game.
Well,
of
we're
the
off to a good
stream.
start, I would say.
Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes. It really do be like that. Thank you for all for hanging in with us as we get things situated. Unfortunately, technical difficulties do be like that.
Yeah.
You know, it is kind of TAWS sus today anyway, so it had to be expected.
Let's see. Feel.
Yeah, so it's a DQ.
Oh no. Oh no. That is unfortunate.
Let's get to our next match if it's ready.
Let's see.
Wait.
Who else can we get in here? Who wants to play Tetris today?
Wait, before we go any further, can I get briefed on the tournament format? Is it standard, Tetra League, first to 7?
Yeah, so
matches all the
it's
way?
actually going to be first to 5. It's going to be first to
Oh.
5 with an optional warm-up round before anything goes on. We only need one player to say that they want to warm up, and then you get a warm up. But if both players decline, then they skip the warm up.
Right,
Go
so-
into it.
Grand finals will also be best of 5.
No, I don't know. I just work here.
We'll need to clear on that.
If I recall correctly, grand finals is first to 7, and the majority of the tournament is first to 5. I think it was top 8
Alright.
is first to 7. I apologize if I'm wrong there.
Yeah.
I am a little sus today, so
Right,
if any pros want to chime in.
looking at some quick matches then.
Compared to the normal matches that these U-rank phenomenon are useful, these phenoms are used to, then yes, it will be a little bit quick. But we got a lot of games to play today. We'll have a lot of content once we finally get someone in the match room.
We'll have content when
Content one. Content one. Can't believe you've already
When
been
the-
live for like 10 minutes and you haven't shown a game. Come on, guys. Content one. The big combo asked, this is TAWS U. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, it is.
it's a bit awkward. We should be having a game of Tetris on screen.
Eventually, we will have.
Alright, looks like we'll be scheduling our first matches today.
Yes, first matches of the day. Looks like both players are responsive, so we will.
And yeah,
we will see.
they both are. Alright, we'll be having a game. This will definitely be, one of the games of all time.
It will definitely be one of the games of all time. In fact, you may even say it is one of the most games of all time.
I couldn't put it better myself. Alright.
So it looks like we
Players
got Overshadow and Renitas in this match.
Alright.
A little bit of background. It looks like Renitas is still double S right now, around 22.5. And Overshadow is sitting pretty nice and high and pretty on you at 24,000. So, on paper, this is a little bit of a one-sided match, but we are talking about Renitas here. So you never know what will happen.
Yeah, Overshadow sitting nicely at 24.69.
Oh yeah, I missed
nice.
that. The 6'9", very nice. Nice. Just had
Hey.
nice in chat right there, the obligatory nice.
We're having a match soon.
Soon, TM.
This will be a first to 5, am I wrong?
First to 5.
Right.
But we're seeing if they want to do a quick warm-up first.
And
We
Looks
do
like-
have a yes for warm-up.
alright, let's jump right into it. So the first match of the day for TAWS U5 of Renitas against Overshadow. No, this is just a warm-up.
Still counts. Got PCO versus
Yes.
SDPC. Looks like Overshadow does find
got
the
it.
PC. Yeah, Renitas all the way up to the top now from that.
Got a good down stack. Should be able to survive through this. We just do it fast, but looks like he's not going to.
Yeah, not for long when they stack up that T-spin combo in Tetris.
Yeah,
Definitely
so
sent Renitas right for the roof.
alright, now let's get started the match proper. This will be a first to 5. Like the classic, Tetra League first to 7 format.
Yep.
And yeah. So we got
Just want to point out that
I forgot the fucking
pronounced.
overlay thing. It's still Azure Horizons and Jasmine.
it'll be like that.
Yeah.
anyway, Renitas with the stick spin, I think. Not fully complete.
I honestly tuned it out. I'm like, oh my god, we gotta fix the stream, and I completely missed it. So I'll take your word for it.
Okay. So Renitas has a good down stack here, but Overshadow.
Quick, though. Yeah, because Overshadow's
Yep.
putting a lot of pressure on.
Ooh. But that was good cancel. Weird placement by Overshadow. Tries to get it. And doesn't get it.
Misses the ice spin.
Ooh, that's sad.
That might be the end. That's the end. Renitas
Oh,
applied
it's
literally
C.
any pressure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
First
it
round
gets it
goes to
done.
Renitas. Yeah. Let's see what openers they pick this round. See if we get anything interesting. It's Renitas in here. You never know. Looks like Renitas goes for stick spin. Overshadow is going for a key guy.
He pulls it off with the full combo. But Overshadow is, ready for it.
That's a very lucky well on Renitas' end. Immediately put 2 Tetrises right where they had one space already available. And it looks like Renitas has a nice clean down stack going on right here. If they can figure out how they want to execute it and stop hesitating. Unfortunately, sometimes pressure will do that to you.
Yeah, but there's like in any immediate danger. I say that. These
As you
two
say that,
old
compares
pieces.
first.
Yeah, those old pieces not helping out, and so Overshadow ties it. 1-1.
It's never time for an O piece. All my homies ate the O piece. Alright, looks like we got
A C-spin from Vanitas. Is this a C-spin?
yeah.
Okay. Overshadow with a nice clean open well.
Specifically it was MS2, by the way.
I'm not big on openers, man.
Yeah, it's all good. There's so many C-spin openers, it's hard to keep track of all of them.
Ooh, Vanitas in a bit of danger if he can get through this, which looks like he's going to. Overshadow's building for another combo.
Very nice cancel out of Renitas, timing that up so that they didn't top out immediately, but they're still in a lot of danger here, especially with the T-spin set up on Overshadow's side, and that does it right there. We're looking at 1-2 for Overshadow. It looks like we have center 4 wide out of Overshadow, and it looks like a failed PCO out of Renitas. And I think that misdrop was not good for Overshadow, but it was fixed with a hold.
Right, let's see how the garbage RNG works out. He doesn't
not getting good continuation right there. And Renitas is just stalling, waiting. Oh, what is this? Puyo Puyo Tetris now?
Can we get that? Like, he misdrops!
Oh, ooh. God. Can we get that copy pasta in chat? Like, none of this stall wide bullshit.
Yeah, it looks like Overshadow doesn't even need to, you know, pull off his full 4 wide combo. He's just stumbling over himself there.
Yeah, the 8 combo is more than enough. Looks like we're going for us PCO from Overshadow, misses it.
I mean, it's going for one of the bird openers. I'm not sure which one it was.
It do be like that.
Yeah, but it's a floating, and all floating openers named after birds for some reason.
Yeah, we got Pelican, Albatross, and all that stuff. I have no idea what they are. There's too many to keep track of.
Yeah, it's a bit cheesed up, but looks like he'll be able to get through this. Some good placements.
Yeah, Renitas still has a pretty messy garbage and pretty near the top of the board. I'm a little concerned that they might not get out, especially with all this pressure that's being applied on them, yeah.
Wasting the eye too. He really needed that too. Came on the board. Yeah, and it's match point. Overshadow.
Match point. 4-1.
Cutting the game if Renitas doesn't
PC over the center 4 wide again. Renitas gets off that PC, cutting the center 4 wide, stacking really short, but it's a nice clean well in the center. So, fortunate there for Renitas. Just gonna be sent right back.
Overshadow's building up a nice combo. See, got a good, you know, back to back.
Yep, got a nice little floater from Renitas right there, but might not be enough, especially with the messy board state. Just looks like that game.
Yeah, Renitas getting a bit overwhelmed there by Overshadow. Fitting.
Yeah, 5-1 GG. Very well played on both sides.
That'll be the first round.
First game to Overshadow. Gonna keep on moving up, but this is a double elimination tournament, so Renitas is not out just yet.
That is right. We might see him again in the loser's side.
Haha, Renitas is a loser. I'm sorry, that was mean.
That's fine. It's Renitas. He'll get over it.
Right, let's get on with it.
It will be like
next match. What is our next match?
Let's find out.
Dear Flower Pestle is working very hard on finding our next match. So just give it some time, yeah.
Looks like one of them will be popcorn plants, and the other will be gas burret.
I see.
Yeah, so it looks like we do have a match lined up. We'll see how quickly we get that going on. Looks like Popcorn Plants is actually already in the room. I don't see Gasper unless they have a different name in Tetrio.
Popcorn Plants is indeed here. And
Croado.
Gasper
so they
will
are
be
in the room.
going by how you pronounce this. Croado.
I call it Croado because I'm an American with a horrible accent.
Alright, I'll go with that. Croado, like Croatia with an O.
I asked what their pronouns are. Man that ass said yeah.
Yes.
I mean, at that point, you just put yes/yes on the stream.
Yes slash.
Don't actually do that. That's not a good idea. Don't do that.
Then ass says yeah. I know.
Let's check the stats.
At that point, just leave pronouns blank. They won't get
Yeah,
pronouns.
just leave it. I mean, what are you supposed to say?
Well, they is the kind of like the generalized nondescript. So I would use they.
Yeah. I'll switch,
Anyway.
I'll switch to the versus screen for the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, looking at their stats, they're pretty close in TR. They're basically 24 Ks. With
Very good game, man.
with comparable stats actually. So this will be a close match.
Yeah,
I would
as
say
long
Close
as
to rank.
tell you what, as long as someone doesn't choke, or as long as both of them choke, then we've got a very close match. Hold on, my hands here.
Yeah. Quito with
I am he. Yes, I am he. Thank
I'm
you,
he, man.
Crazy.
There we go. We now
He.
know Credo goes by he.
Yes, thank you very much.
yeah, so Croado on the faster side here. 2 PPS. Popcorn Plants at
And then
1.6.
popcorn plants, it's just popcorn plants. Okay.
I do notice, however, that
Right.
Croado does have a little bit higher of an APM as well, 69, nice, almost 70, versus
Popcorn Plants
looks like
63.
Popcorn Plants disappeared. Yeah, 63. So it is possible that Croado is an filthy opener main.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
find
just
out.
there.
Anyways,
One thing that could be very helpful to look at if you're doing your ladder matches, your TL matches, is to look at stats. And if they have an unusually high APM or PPS, they might be an opener main. Not always. Sometimes they're just inefficient. They have high PPS, but it's something to look out for if you're looking for a little intel in those 5 seconds that you have to wait before the first match happens.
Right, we
Yeah,
should
anyway.
be... Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
let's jump right
listening
to the warm-up.
them. Yeah. Good.
Alright, let's get this warm up going. Looks like we
Nice.
see TKI
yeah,
at
for both sides.
Nice little 10 spike out of Popcorn Plants and Croata pretty high up the board, and they misdrop, so they're in peril already.
Yeah.
And that's a quick warm up, 13.633 seconds. Let's go.
Yeah, Croado with the non-instant soft drop too. What are your thoughts on that? Like-
I mean, there are uses where you can have a non-instant soft drop, but typically in fast play, you will find that those uses are very much diminished by the loss of time for that you would have for a instant fast drop, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Anyways,
if you want to get those T-spins down quicker, you want that instant fast drop, and usually that outweighs the cons of having, not being able to fill in a hole somewhere.
let's get to it. Croado in a bit of trouble already, and yeah, first match goes to Popcorn Plants.
Yeah, Popcorn Plants was just maintaining a really clean stack with a nice T-spin on top of the well, and that pretty much put Credo way up top, and unfortunately that was about it. Looks like we got PCO versus PCO though.
Credo missed the PC.
But Popcorn Plants does see it.
I get it.
Oh, look at that clean well. Unfortunately, Credo having a little bit of a weird down stack on top of the well, plugging it.
Credo with a good down stack. Popcorn Plants ready to take it all. And maybe
nice clean,
fire back. Ooh, the misdrop's gonna hurt.
Yeah, unfortunately that's a little bit of a spicy misdrop, but it's not unrecoverable. As you can see, Credo not putting too much pressure on, so Popcorn Plants gets a lot of time to fix that up.
Right, thinks about this. We're gonna play it out. And yeah, just piece too late. Popcorn Plants gonna get to the eyepiece.
Yep. And it is 1-1 in this second match that we anticipate can be very, very evenly matched between them.
And so far, yeah, it has been. What we've seen. Credo with...
We got Credo in an LST. Probably not going to stick around. Yeah, there it is. It's over. Got to go down, but has a nice clean stack to go down too. So a lot of Tetris available. Skimming a little bit and then getting a T-spin. So a little bit of a weird down stack from Credo, but it works.
Popcorn Plants not, necessarily sending the attacks at the moment. A little bit of hesitation on his own.
But it's like nice well with a kicker and Tetris. Gets that 13 spike out of it. Credo has to cancel out a little bit to survive. But it's now pretty near the top with a little bit of unfavorable garbage, but does find a very nice down stack out of it. And now is really speeding up. You see that speed increase? I think Credo's a little more serious now.
But those are not ideal. But ooh, there's a greedy T-spin, but it works out.
That honestly might have been actually the best down stack decision, even without the T-spin.
Looks like he's gonna give up.
Yeah, that.
Oh, it is not. It is game.
Yeah, that's 15 lines of garbage coming in with that mess to do if you ain't surviving that. It's gonna be 2-1 for Popcorn Plants. See, we got TKI versus TKI.
Yeah, not heavy on the openers, these two. Just,
I mean, there's nothing more wrong with going with, all reliable, or knowing one or two basic openers, Most of the game is mid-game anyway, so...
Ooh, but a misdrop. Credo, you see this, the instant speed increase.
Very nice, very nice. Nice fix,
Oh,
very nice fix.
He plays it well to not lose the game on the spot, and yeah, he takes it.
Yeah, Popcorn Plants just kept tanking damage and at the end there and wasn't really doing anything back, and actually really played kind of slow there for him until the round ended, so a lot of thoughts going on there. Fortunately not quick enough.
And yeah, so far it has been, as we expected, quite evenly matched. Credo need to get this down stack over with. Looks like he will handle it just nicely.
Popcorn Plants is kind of like the one pressuring right now, and Credo's kind of just like responding to it, it looks like. But that might change soon with this giant stack that Credo has found themselves with.
It's a 15.
16, 17 spike.
Popcorn Plants was not ready for that.
Yeah, that was a T-spin, 2 Tetrises, and then a couple more Gims on top to get some damage out, and well, that's how you spike someone out.
Yeah, all played with the PCO, but it's in garbage in the middle of it. Trying to start something, but Popcorn Plants has a nice combo of its own.
Nice little bit of damage. Fortunately, still very clean on Credo's side, though. Yeah, look at that Tetris and T-spin, and then opened up right there to another well. But that misdrop ruins the T-spin opportunity there.
And another one.
Misdrop. Yeah, that's rough. Like none of these are like devastating misdrops, but they're wasting time and making Credo kind of forfeit their lead.
Yeah. Just losing opportunities to close out the game, and I think this is what it's gonna come down to with Credo misdropping and Pokemon plans being the right spot to capitalize off it. We have to say that.
There's another misdrop right there, yeah. Turning it into a nice T-spin and a little skim after that. So I mean, like, Credo definitely does have the fixes. It's just they're giving up so much advantage all the time by having to fix these misdrops.
Yeah, just giving Pokemon the opportunity to come back into the game. But
it's still not enough to make Credo lose because they're on match point right now, 4-2.
Pokemon needs an answer here. Both going for the PCO, but Pongpan's a bit slower, allowing him to get that cancel. Credo didn't find the second PC. But
Credo doing a little bit of modern art right there.
But it's already converts to a nice floating.
Yeah, but then misdrops again. Has to cover up the well. And again, yeah, I mean these are a lot of misdrops right here.
Nice spins. Got a 180 tag.
I start to wonder, I haven't seen Credo play before in TAWS. Is this their first tournament? Like, is it possible that they're nervous? Because I know on my first tournament where I got, quote, casted, I was nervous myself, very under ref and just shaking.
Looks like it's not gonna matter since Credo takes the W here. So, yeah, a lot of misdrops, but works out.
Hey, listen, if you can fix those misdrops and keep ahead of your opponent, it works.
It's good to shake off your nerves in the earlier matches,
Oh yeah,
build up some confidence before you take on the further bracket. But yeah, Credo's gonna be taking this 5-2.
And we're gonna have Popcorn Plants drop down to the loser's bracket. Not out of it yet, but can't take another loss or else they will be out of it. As a reminder, in case you guys missed, this is a double elimination tournament. So one loss is not the end of the world, but you will have to work harder to get your way back up top. And for anyone who doesn't know, exclamation mark bracket, and you can see the bracket for yourself. Go ahead, operator. I know I kept cutting you off. I apologize.
Nah, it's okay. I'm thinking of the bracket here. And, any big names or, any interesting matches you foresee going to be happening? I mean, I'm not caught up on the TAWS lore or, TAWS U.
I'll be honest with you, I am not the biggest one on the TAWS lore myself, but we do have a nice even match of Joako versus Sulfurious. The number 7 and number 10 seeds, so they're pretty similarly ranked, so I do expect that to be a good match. And then, let's see, anything else that really stands out? Not at this moment. There's kind of like a big discrepancy between all of the seeds, as is natural, by the way, in the beginning of a tournament. Like, that is how it is designed. But Joako versus Sulfurious could be a very good match.
Let's take a look at some stats here. 2.44 PPS, so Draco is on the faster side. But Sulfurious, yeah, it will keep up with about the same APM and versus score. So maybe they'll come to play. Sulfurious be the more efficient and Draco the faster boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get those pronouns down first before I say that.
Things do happen. If there's no bad intent, you're probably fine. That's just like kind of like a meme where you put BOI for, adjective boy. So I mean, like, you're probably fine. No one's gonna, come up with like pitchforks on you. I hope not.
Hope the cops don't show at my door. But yeah.
Hope you don't get swatted.
Right, anyways, let's jump into the warm-up.
them in here, and we are getting the warm-ups going. Sulfurious versus Joachim. Let's get this one going, guys. Looks like we have Hachi versus PCO. Looks like Sulfurious does match up the Hachi.
It's the Hachi, but should be able to clean all this. Directly at 3 PPS. It's just warm up. There's no prizes for taking this, but
ooh, that unfortunate eye piece from Sulfurious. I hope that was a misdrop, not a conscious decision, or else that might be bad times to come.
Yeah. Directly got a bit cheesed up there, and his drop's not helping either.
Yeah, got some modern art over there. Self-made cheese, modern art, kind of stinky.
Sulfurious taking warm up. And yeah, let's get into the match proper. These two are quite evenly matched, so let's hope for a good game here.
Yep, very similar rating, very similar APM, so
the exact same openers in the warm-up.
Yep. And this time we got the Hachi going on properly, and the PCO did get completed. So Joachim in a little bit of a weird situation. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the right pieces in the right order to solve it. So that is going to be 1-0 for Sulfurious.
Yeah, maybe you couldn't get the 180s you wanted. But now they're both the PCO.
Yep, double PCO. They both get the solution.
Also.
Looks like Joachim kind of followed up with something that resembled TKI, but not quite because you're not on the first bag.
He missed the overhang as well. And that. And yeah, it's gonna bite him.
That's an unfortunate stack from Joachim.
Yeah. The SP's not coming in time. Yeah, and Sulfurious capitalizes. So it's 2-0 lead.
Looks like we got Hachi again versus the Mistrop from Joachim. So that leaves Sulfurious in a much better situation.
Yeah, but
upstacking is not the solution right now.
Looks like they'll be able to get out of this, barring any misdrops. That's up.
That's a really cheesy board. If Joachim can put pressure on, then you might be able to get Sulfurious out now, especially with that misdrop of that T. Oh no!
And Joachim's on the board.
2-1 Sulfurious. Still anyone's game. We're going to 5. Let's see, we have another Hachi versus TKI. Alright. Yo, where's Mana Bender when you need him?
This is like some sort of PCO continuum of TKI. I've not seen this variety. Or maybe just misread.
Fonzie TKI, I didn't see what it was, but Fonzie TKI is kind of gaining popularity lately. Because it can get a little bit more PCO options.
Yeah, but yet another misdrop from Joachim. You really can't be, making these fatal errors in the middle of a down stack. You need to, maybe take some time and aim your pieces.
Aim your pieces. I know what you mean, but that just sounds like a really funny way to say it for a game like Tetris.
Yeah, I mean, for lack of a better word.
Those two just on top of each other is very nice from Sulfurious, but immediately followed up by a misdrop that the time it takes to solve will probably be too much. Yeah. All the hesitation, the slowdown, the uncertainty of how to deal with it took way too long, and we're at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's what it's all been boiling down to, just bad misdrops. And times where they can't afford misdrop. When you're down stacking, you need every piece to be in every piece to fall into place.
Right. I mean, it may be worth considering for some of these players who are misdropping a lot, perhaps maybe a little bit nervous. I don't know.
Yeah, like that. You can't be wasting your IPs like that.
Slow down a little bit.
The next one would come.
If you're playing at 2.2 PPS and misdropping, you're going to be playing a lot worse than if you're playing at 1.7 PPS and not misdropping.
Yeah, you're playing well. Yeah, and it's tied. You can't be, misdropping your IPs because the next one will be showing up, 7 pieces later.
Right. And the cleanup on your misdrops is always going to be taking a lot more time than if you just took it a little bit slowly from the beginning.
Yeah, but now they are playing much better. Ooh, and so furious.
A lot of pressure coming out on both sides. We're actually at 120 APM versus 115 APM, so...
Yeah, this is a good game, but so furious. Put the pressure. Drag doesn't look like he'll be able to come out of this.
Yeah, that was a unfortunate time to hold their peace because they could have put the J all the way on the left and survived, but they got locked into that L and had nowhere to put it.
Now it's match point for Self Furious. Looks like they're a bit more confident here. No blatant misdrops.
A little bit of a fortunate spot for that garbage ball. Oh, that Self Furious misdrop. It is fixable.
Ooh, and
good thing that Self Furious did not need to fix it though. And that's the game.
It just takes it. Definitely a lot of nerves there.
Yeah.
Misdrops.
I'm definitely thinking it's probably nerves on some of these players. You know, once you get on the big screen with all 20 of us watching. Let me see how many are actually watching. Oh, 36.
Ooh.
Hello. You're all here. I didn't see you there. When did you come in here?
I've always been there. I just wasn't casting.
Do you get red? Or how these numbers look on the statistics?
As funny as that response was, I was not talking to you, Komodo. I was talking to all the 16 new viewers that joined in the last time. Nobody cares, Komodo. You're not that special. I'm kidding.
My bad.
Excuse me for a moment. I need to use the bathroom.
And think about what you've done.
I'm sorry. For thinking I'm special. Yeah, operators was saying he was going to the bathroom or something, right?
Yeah, that's fine. That'll happen a few times. Operator, I'll go to the bathroom. You can't stay here though. You're stuck here because you need to change.
Yeah, because I need to operate. But if I leave, you wouldn't know.
Wait. Operator isn't the one operating. It's Komodo that's operating. What's that?
Yeah, I'm the one operating. Yeah, plot twist.
Plot twist.
Oh, we got
Elf and Fish Molly. Fish Molly. I've heard that name before. I have heard that.
A very memorable name, I imagine.
It is a very memorable name. I don't know why that name is so memorable, but it is. Fish Molly.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. If we get pronouns from both players, we'll be putting the pronouns on. But if we're only getting one from one of them, we're not, because...
I would just say respect to the pronouns for the person who did give the pronouns and put them on screen. Yeah. If the other person doesn't want to put them on, well, unfortunate.
Well, because the layout will look bad, like, I'm going to do it now, you're going to see it on screen.
I hope you remember that this is a TAWS stream. The layout.
The Tetra channel API is down.
Oh no.
It's just literally what it says. The Tetra channel API is down.
Very, very nice.
Oh wait, no, it's not down. I just typoed. I just made a typo. No. Oops.
No, it's down. Fish Molly has no rank.
No, it's not down. I made a typo.
No, it's down. Fish Molly has no rank, and you have to live with that decision.
No! I don't want to.
Welcome back, operator.
Yeah, look at that. It's not very, symmetrical.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I can't have everything, I'd say.
I mean, if you really want to make it symmetrical, you could just write, unspecified. Not pretty,
right.
But it is like that. Oh, Fish Molly wants to go by he, him.
Alright, let's go.
Our layout is even.
I typed he, him with an I. I am so Asian, it hurts. I am
He has an age guide. Oh,
I am so Asian, it fucking hurts. Alright,
hey, watch your fucking language. Children here.
Anyways, we
I'm
have
sorry.
Handmade Elf
Pardon my
at
fucking
24
language.
24 KTR against Fishbowly.
Alright,
22.1.
warm-ups.
Yeah, so there's quite a TR difference here.
Yeah, quite a bit of a TR difference, but that doesn't mean it can't be overcome. You know, a little bit of smart play, a little bit of more strategical play on Fish Molly's end could very well land them a win if they play it just right. Do want to point out, you know, 75 APM to 60 APM and 2.4 PPS to 2 flat PPS. Definitely a big difference, but definitely not insurmountable.
Yeah, and as we've seen all the nerves, just played cool. And
All my homies love DT.
the DT do.
Yeah,
Was
was that
consideration?
From the office, yes, I was indeed DDT.
Oh yeah, all my
on
homies
that.
love new DT.
Not in the loop with all these new tech. I mean, Elf is.
It's called New DT, but it's like 4 years old right now, which is really fucking old in opener terms.
That is true.
That's like
It's also not a new setup of the DT itself, so like that name is annoying.
yeah.
Anyways,
Like that name is so problematic in so many ways, but that's I forgot.
Yeah,
anyways,
it's
let's
what
jump
the-
right into it.
It's what the
Back
creator
to starting.
decided on.
Alright, we see SDPC
Right,
on Fish
PC.
Multi versus Misdrop BCO on Handmade Elf. And SDPC does get PC, and we're into DPC mode. Double Z DPC.
Yeah, but you see the PPS, you know, coming to play here. MAF able to survive all of that.
Yeah, and now Fishbowl is kind of cheesed up. Initially started with a big advantage, but very cheesed up now. And that wasted eye, unfortunately. But
MAF is a good
down there.
down stack. Since
But they sent right back because Handmade Elf had a nice power stack, or teaspoon power stack rather.
Fish Molly.
Fish.
Cheese well is still covered up. And Elf with good combos.
Holy stack looks like he's playing as Hubbard. Just putting it out there.
Ooh, and no eyepiece inside. Oh, that came late. Yeah, Hammer Elf with the first game. He really needed that.
Very lively first round there. Let's see what we got going on here.
It's like a piece, like a side PC. He gets it.
Yeah,
Hammer
side
Elf
piece
with
versus Handmade Elf, whatever that is. I apologize, not to be disrespectful, but I don't know what that was supposed to be.
nice. What is this? ST, LST. I'm sorry if I get any of these wrong. I'm not very, seasoned in
It's
gameplay.
It do be like that.
Ooh.
It's especially hard. What a lot of people don't realize is that you're also looking at two screens.
Ooh, Hammer Elf survived.
But you're also like looking at two screens at the same time and commentating and being watched by a lot of people. So like
Yeah, we're
it's
not
hard.
chameleons. You can't pair one eye to one screen. Ooh, Hammer Elf with the PC.
Oh, yeah, that
What?
DT, nice, and that misdrop, nice. And that might be a little bit bad. Nope, does find a nice skim on there.
Yeah.
Fishmole is going down.
Ooh, but just bad parody and not enough pieces. But looks like he will live this one. Tries a greedy T-spin.
Yeah,
Yeah, cancels the decision a bit too late.
that hesitation and greed really did not help Fishmole,
Yeah.
and then that misdrop just sealed the deal.
It's just
But-
3-0. Fishmole needs an answer here.
Looks like we got SDPC from Fishmole again. I feel like Fishmole is just me in the future, gets the color clear. Because the two openers that I use are the exact two that Fishmole uses. I use
Yeah, but-
SDPC, and when I can't, I use DT.
Yeah, it's not working out here because of the, since Handmade Elf is a bit faster, even though Fish Molly does get a PC, you know, he gets the garbage sent his way, and it doesn't clear.
Molly, I mean, yes,
So-
the speed is a little bit of a difference, but I think Fish Molly is also just not choosing the right time to upstack, and that is a nice.
Oh, he
piece to
gets
get.
it this time. But
Yeah.
Handmaid Elf in a good spot. Yeah, this is match point. This has been quite a
He
blow.
does get another PC off.
Handmaid Elf, not
Another PC.
phased.
Three PCs.
Handmaid Elf
Alright.
shakes it all off. You know, like, you feel it?
Yeah, I mean
Maybe
that
not.
is the speed difference and a little bit of smarter, you know, down stacking. But Fish Molly is choosing kind of sketchy times to build up their attacks when they should be getting ready to get
Yeah.
down.
Like,
And I
right
think
here.
that's-
Okay, he needs that eye. Eye is due. He vaults it over at the last possible minute, but still in really bad shape. Should be able to clear out this if he needs. Oh wait,
Wow, Handmaid Elf had a misdrop and just spent time like trying to upstack over it, and that gave Fish Molly an out.
and he looks looking to come out of this with this cheesy board. And yeah, he's out. He's clean. I mean, as clean as could possibly be at this situation.
So now that we're in phase 3 and we got the dirty garbage,
Is this?
I'm joking.
this-
I'm joking.
Ooh. And yeah, that's the PPS difference. Handmaid Elf takes a clean sweep, 5-0.
First
Fish
sweep,
Molly.
5-0. Well played on both sides. Can't defeat
Look at
phase
it.
3.
Look at the GGs coming out.
GG's, good sports right over here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I just want to be back on the topic of names again. Like Fish Molly, that name is like it's got a spot in my brain now, and I don't.
Lives rent free in my
Yeah, it
mind.
lives a rent free for no reason. Like, that is a very memorable name. We've got Sephurius again. That's
For the
Okay.
cheese chest.
and Cheese Chest as well.
Chest.
Cheese chest is a little bit of a memorable name. Not like Fish Molly, but it's a memorable name.
Yeah, extremely so.
Cheese Chest ranked seeded number 2.
2 in their country. And Sulfurious number 3 in their country. That would be, by the way, Christmas Island, so I guess not actually a country, but Philly territory or an area, and Colombia respectively. So, very high level players we got going on here.
We've got warm-ups.
87 AP. That's pretty high.
Wait,
87
in
is
top
gonna be
8.
high for you. But they are
I'm
like,
rated Mike.
that's like 1 or 2 matches, and Cheese Chest could be X rank. Like that is borderline X.
Yeah. This is the round before top 8. So the winner of this goes into top 8. If I'm not wrong.
Okay, so we'll have to do an asset switch in a bit.
Announcer switch. All right, let's go. I have a
We
half
have-
day today.
An
I don't have
asset.
backup announcers.
Oh, ad seg. Okay.
Yeah, not an announcer switch.
Right, anyways, this is the
No.
warm up.
You don't get to watch Caboozle stream. I'm sorry.
No. Alright, we got center forward out of Cheese Chest. Big BM.
Oh, he just
that's
missed.
what coaching does to an MF.
Yeah. He just missed.
Warm-up coaching.
Very good warm up. Absolutely left me speechless.
That was quite a warm up. And yeah, let's just get right into it. TTI from both sides.
Looks like we're going into LST on Cheese Chest's end. Very nice. Sulfurious has a
Sulfurious.
giant well, though. And it goes right back to Cheese Chest's giant well. Oh my. We have
Some spicy
oh,
APM.
well.
180.
Cheese Chest,
A
stop
bit
getting
cheese.
You don't want to cheese your own board, Cheese Chest. Homemade
And
cheese.
he's run
is
out
amazing.
of eye. Yeah, he's run out of eyes and they'll do it. There's a huge APM match.
Alright, let's see what we got going on here.
Like Hachi spin from the Furious. And
Yep.
what is that? Is it BT? What's that? was cheese chest opening?
That wasn't BT. I've seen that opener before. I honestly don't remember the name of it.
If any,
Any gurus know, let us know, yeah.
Tetris intellectuals in the chat, please enlighten us. Cheese chest a bit high, but it's a good combo.
Yeah, very clean.
Yeah. And
Instead
takes
of-
it.
Look at those two,
Ooh.
like, 11 and 12 spikes with Tetris and T-Spin. Like, you gotta love it. Like, I'm a sucker for those spikes, okay?
Yeah, the big payoff.
What in the world is that?
What is the opener?
I've seen it before. I can't put a name to it.
The
So if
first
you're in a bad situation, he's
really
down.
high up. He needs his eye pieces like now. Okay.
Oh my God, that blocking of the well had me like, you know what I mean? But it did have the right
133 APM. What is that opener?
sailboat.
Let me see it again.
Thank you so much, Cheese Jess. Look for stick spin this time.
Right. Gets it.
Ooh, that
It's well.
20 spike. Oh my.
Ooh, Sophia survives it.
Very
Good
nice down spike.
timing. And cheese chest been cheesed up. Down stack. Looks like gonna be enough. Ooh, but
Oh, that combo too.
yeah, that was
Nice combo.
nice, calm, collected play. Right there.
Sometimes, taking it slower and relaxing is the solution. Because if you go fast, you will mess up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because you usually panic after being sent a big attack, right? But usually after a big attack, there's not. They usually have nothing left to set. So just take your time and slowly go your way out.
That was a very beautiful down stack by Sulfurious. A very offensive down stack, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Like, that was very nice. But she's just gonna, Sulfurious looked to be getting a little greedy for a second, and then negated and said, no, I'm not going for that T-spin. I need to get down. It was a good decision, and ends up getting that nice setup a little bit later on. So we're at 2-2.
So we're tied.
Very nice set, yeah. Very nice set. Can we get another sailboat out of cheese chest? Nah, we got stick spin.
It's true. He got the bad garbage spot and won't be able to pull the stick off. But does have a good.
Yeah, but look where Sulfurious got a little bit of a carry.
It's out of eyepiece, but
Does find a nice
bails
little
himself.
there.
Bails
That
him out.
Was that intentional? Was that a Galaxy Brain play or a Galaxy Brain fix?
Well, it works out in his favor, and you will be surprised. He gets a good color clear.
Oh my god, look at that
Misdrops.
setup. Yeah. That was a very good down stack, and that misdrop stopped it from being amazing.
Yeah, and the game continues.
Game continues. She's just up near the board and misdropping themselves.
Got a lot of
Sulfurious
cheese.
Get some pressure on.
Really cheesed up. He's got the omelette du fromage on his board. And yeah, that misdrop's not helping. This will be it. Yeah.
I see you're a cultured man who loved Dexter's Laboratory as a child.
Yeah, Dexter was pretty good one.
Such a good show. Alright, we got Sailboat again versus
I think that was a PC that he missed. He misdropped. No, he soft dropped a bit too hard.
yeah, I'm just gonna call whatever Furious did just thing.
But
But very nice
You
well
see-
right there.
it's in a good spot. Right there.
Exceptional spot. Now it's got a nice spot with that well. Just don't
Nice
miss
wide.
it. But we have
Yeah.
clean garbage on both sides.
Mm,
That'll let
good
Mike out
spike.
of Furious.
But she says it's ready. And he stacks all the way down.
Listen, these players aren't messing around.
Yeah, this is a good match.
We have some
And the-
angry gamers.
High APM gameplay.
High ATM gameplay. High octane gameplay. Let's go.
Yeah. She's just, considering the stack. He's run out of eyepieces. Maybe used a bit too many.
unfortunate decision on Cheese Chest
Yeah.
right there, but it does end up fixing it with speed.
Alright. His power is true.
Cheese Chest is bursting to stay in this.
Yeah, just muscling through all the garbage.
Efficiency down, speed up. It can work. Not this time.
Not this time. 4-2, it's match point on Self-US.
So furious. Let's go.
Okay, the Hachi.
Hachi, and now we got LST going on for Cheese Chest again. Cancels
It's
out of that.
The full conversion.
A lot of skimming, I guess anticipating garbage or just doesn't know what to do. Very easy to get into that habit of just, wasting time with skims.
Yeah, you. Alright. He tears through his cheese with a good payoff. Self-US is. He's in trouble.
No, that's a good down stack right here. I think if Cheese Chest had like a lot of attack, prepared, then in trouble, but Cheese Chest is kind of sending attacks as they make them.
Okay. He's managing the situation well. Cheese Chest is not able to, put out the damage needed to seal out the rounds.
I mean, this seems to be a situation of Self-Furious playing smarter, while Cheese Chest is playing harder, right?
Yeah. And yeah, we're kind of in a stalemate here where you're just gaming,
Want to give a little shout out to Cheese Chest's Yoshihiro T-spin right there. Little Yoshihiro. If you don't know how to do it, look it up. It is very helpful.
Ooh, but I thought Sophie had a bit more time, but no, Cheese Chest. Bring it back.
Pressure out. I see Sailboat. Resisting.
I guess there was an MKO attempt, if I were to guess.
Did somebody
misses?
say MKO?
He has a TST. But yeah, it's well covered, but I think Cheese Chest is in a bit of a situation himself.
Oh my god.
And yeah, this is it. This is it. It's game.
Game over. JJ all.
It was very well played from Self-US. Playing smarter and getting in the damage when it's needed. Right, so we've got Self-US in top 8.
Let's go. Good job, Self-Furious.
Right. So you'll be seeing him again later.
Alright,
Cheese
just give me
Chest.
1 second to step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
Cheese Chest will be hanging out around in the losers bracket. And yeah, let's see what's the next. What is the next match? Are we hitting the top 8? Let me check out the bracket.
We've got 2 people in top 8 for now. So yeah, we're not done with the brackets, the normal brackets just yet. No.
Alright. What is the next match? How do you pronounce this?
It was
How do you pronounce this?
YSMQDHLQYH.
I'm not saying that. Can I get a?
Yeah, just say Y. You sure that?
Okay, I'll say Y.
Big Y. Yeah, say big Y.
Barring severe objection, I'll be using Y because I'm.
Say big Y.
Oh.
It's like a gangster name or something.
And maybe this means something. Let me Google it real quick. No, it doesn't.
You expected it to mean something.
Alright, we'll call you Y if you're agreeable with it.
What's going on here? What did I miss out on?
Well, we are currently having a player with a very problematic name.
Very spontaneous name.
What name do you go by?
Oh, the random letters.
Yeah.
The random letters.
But
I'm gonna call them letters. Their name is Letters.
Yeah. Big Y.
Careful not to,
Big Y is what
Big Y
I'm
is
telling operator to go
not to
for.
summon Cthulhu, you know, in the middle of the match.
How do I tell them that I don't know what a pronoun is? Are you a he or are you
I'm Maxi.
she?
And half the people I know from countries.
They is an option as well.
You know, how would you handle this? Between
How
the
would you
names and
Well, I mean, I know this is either a joke or disingenuine because we've already casted this individual, and I thought we got thrown out before.
you know, it's. I think I've done this before. It's like when someone asks you, when the game asks you for a username, and you just mash the keyboard. I think this is a product
their
of
name, their name is Maxi, apparently.
that. Alright.
Who?
Okay, so we'll call Maxi.
Maxi? That's what Big Y is going by? Maxi?
Maxi.
But it's gonna confuse the the viewers. You know, who's
I
Maxi?
like Big Y more.
We can come to a consensus here. We got Maxi or some variation of Y.
Wait, was it Koro who's Overshadow? Wait, no, Overshadow is it's just Overshadow X. Yeah, Wu and Petrio.
Oh, he's back. Overshadow was our first match, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was he was our first match.
Technically second match since the first match was a DQ.
Cannot display the overlay right now. What? Oh shit! I
We
made
have
another typo.
Is this a TAWS stream?
I don't know. No.
It's a TAWS stream.
Their Discord username is not their Tetrio username, and I need their Tetrio username, right? You know that, so.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's only a little bit different. In this case, it's Overshadow's got an S in there for some reason. So it was, it messed up the API. It didn't work. So
That's sometimes, but we do have a match going on.
Yeah.
We have Overshadow x Uwu going on there. 24069, amazing TR.
Nice.
And then we've got Big Y Maxi over here, 23-3. A little bit behind, but upsets are definitely very, very possible.
Their stats are comparable, you see. Around 2 PPS, rounded off to the nearest, decimal.
We have 2.07 and 2.1, so about 2.1 each, but Overshadow does have a little bit of an advantage on the APM, 74.6 versus 80 or 68.3, so.
Wait, shit, I literally cannot press start. Tetrio, please. Tetrio. Tetrio, please.
So we have warm-ups now.
Hold on. I need to.
Alright. Voters left. I'm now the host. I don't think I should be. Can you take ownership from me?
Take host, yes. I can.
Okay.
I'll take it. It does not. Oh yeah, we don't have both players, right?
Relinquished power.
Wow.
Move to players.
Oh,
They're
right.
no players.
Really, Komodo Dragon? Really?
I'm fucking dumb. Sorry.
Nah, it's
Good.
You're good.
We installed quite some time. Let's get this warm up on the way.
Right, get into the game. Good luck, have fun. Fuck you.
HF. Wow, we got it going on here.
Okay.
Alright,
PC which sides? Big Y,
Big Y
Master.
does get it.
Gets both
PC.
PCs.
Gets the third PC.
Gets the third, and that's
Just
a
had
quick.
Massacre.
Yeah. That's a fast warm-up.
Good warm-ups.
Big Y with a big W and Overshadow with 0 lines. Just struggling with that APM.
Couldn't even do anything there.
Alright, and now let's get to the match proper. This is the round before top 8. So the winner of this will be entering the winner's side of top 8.
We got TKI versus TKI. Looks like Maxi looking for a PC doesn't find it, unfortunately. Then now has some questionable stacking decisions, but nothing that can't be recovered from.
Gets to IPs in time. But maybe.
Yeah, we got a lot of dependencies over on Max's side now, and finds a nice eye tuck, eye spin rather, to get it a little bit situated. But definitely now forced to be on the defensive, especially with that giant spike.
Ooh, that was really. He was really looking for that T spin, you know, because placing the eye down there would block it off. And
Max made a really interesting decision to skim that eye, and I'm not sure that was intentional, but it looked intentional.
Yeah. He was going for the T-spin, and you know, putting the eye down the center would cut it off. There was only 3 high.
Yeah, it would have ruined the T-spin, but let them survive.
It cost the whole match. So yeah, you can't be greedy. You need to know when to cut your losses.
Yeah.
Quick double Tetris, but Overshadow is prepared. He's probably thinking on how to, you know, maximize his damage. Some quick. Yeah, but you know, the time spent thinking, you know, Maxi could, you know, come up with a counter of his own. And yeah, Overshadow took too long on that TP.
Yeah, Overshadow just clearly lost track of what to do or how to continue forward there. And
too many options and got paralyzed by choice.
Paralyzed by choice, yeah.
This is a weird opener from Maxi.
Well, that was a misdrop on PCO.
And another one. Misdrop. Really cheesed up, and yet another one.
Yeah,
it's looking good.
It's good. Yeah, that's some Gouda right there. You don't want Gouda.
Shadow in a comfortable spot. You know, he still had 1 gas in the tank.
Alright, 2-1. Looks like we're going with SDPC versus PCO. PCO gets the PC off first. SDPC doesn't matter.
Huge
like that spike though.
Yeah, Maxi in a good spot to, you know, take it all.
Words from the office. Race is raiding with a party of 10. Let's go.
Let's go, Race.
Let's go, Race. This one, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great stream.
Maxi really, you know, putting all his marbles on that STSD. Managed to get it off, but
look at that stack
shape. Gets the full extension.
That was a stack. And an interesting down stack at it. And look at this fractal on Overshadow's
nice, nice fractal. But he spent a little bit too much time on it. You know?
Yeah, listen, sometimes you gotta slow down for the swag points, right? That's all that matters in the end.
That's all the style points. Yeah, we're kind of in a stalemate now. You know? Players were in a particularly bad or, you know, a good spot. Just... Oh, as I say that, Maxi and...
Yeah, I was about to say, you were saying... Commentator's curse, if I ever saw it.
Yeah, and that misdrop. He could have, you know, stalled a bit longer.
It could be like that.
And now it's 3-1.
3-1. It looks like a PCO versus PCO.
Ooh, okay, they both get off in time.
And Max going for second PC, gets it, misdrops DPC.
Okay, gives Overshadow a chance to fire back. And actually with...
Overshadow's taking that opportunity. Now... Oh?
Not with that weird stalling.
It wasn't stalling, they were trying to tuck that Z up there, but it honestly probably would have been better just going for keeping it lower and going for a floating T-spin.
Yeah. Ooh, this is
that misdrop
icy down stack. Maxi is able to speed past it.
Nice little 10 spike out of Maxi on that down stack. Very nice.
Yeah. So far, Maxi has been, surviving all these attacks. It's just been boiling down to, maybe a missed drop. Or, maybe greed.
Reed, don't say the G word. Don't say the G word.
Yeah, and this is looking a blowout. 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 for Overshadow. This could be a little bit of a one-sided match. See what happens. I've seen crazier things happen.
A little bit sus.
Missed PC and missed T-spin, unfortunately. That's gonna put Overshadow in a very good position.
Maxi has the clears.
Very nice skim on Maxi.
Alright. Looks like he'll be surviving this for now.
Yeah,
Both, with that giant.
Kind of just like in a position where, for a moment, they just kept, skimming in, doing singles, doubles, and triples down, but never any power attacks. Just kind of defensive. Yeah. But now we see Overshadow's kind of put on the ropes right here with a very cheap up board.
Just a vault, but that is a bad eye placement.
Yeah, that eye placement was pretty lethal.
Maxi's surviving a round. Overshadow will be looking to close this out, but Maxi has nothing to say about it.
Nice.
There's a PC. Was there a missed overhang? That looked like one. Overshadow thinking about the SDPC, was it STSD?
STSD, yeah. I was thinking that's a giant well that you might be able to make an STSD out of, but kind of waited too long and missed the opportunity to do it cleanly.
Yeah, Maxi with big combo here. There's 8 spike. The board not looking too good for Overshadow. He needs to be careful.
Ooh, that
it just lagged there. Oh, both lagged.
Oh, a little bit.
Overshadow with too many old pieces.
Yeah,
and
Overshadow did have a down there, but panicked and stopped really reading their cue properly, and didn't make the most out of it. So unfortunately, they had nowhere to put the O when it came up.
Yeah, Maxi, fighting back.
Alright, SDPC versus Gamashiro? That's not Gamashiro. I don't know.
Gamashiro's to the side, I believe.
Yeah, that's not Gamashiro. I don't know what that is.
Ooh. Overshadow wasted that eyepiece, but
so many C-spin openers, man.
Yeah. Okay. Overshadow's a really good spot.
Yeah, Overshadow is really making the most out of their board.
Ooh, and that clear.
Game all clear. 20 damage, but look at all that clean that is sent over.
Yeah.
Maxi
will survive this. And, going for the greed, that's a spicy down stack. Oh, and he missed his drops. Maybe got a bit too overzealous.
Now both of them are pretty low on the board. It's almost like a new round. Like those past 50 seconds did not matter.
Yeah, look at the very similar APMs and versus scores. Then alright, let's redo.
Yep, mulligan, guys.
Against a no count.
And it looks like just a lot of skims coming out of Maxi right now.
Ooh, but
Overshadow getting that miss drop and does find, I guess, a somewhat good way to fix it, but like, it still sucks.
Yeah, you really hate to be in this, eternal, downside positions. Well,
nice angle there. Very nice decision on Overshadow's side.
Maxi.
And this 180 to fix that little gap. And that miss drop right there on Maxi again. This drop's
it's just gonna slow down.
Can we stop calling this Tetra Amateur Weeklies and just call it Misdrop Weeklies?
Overshadow tries a T-spin
for the office. It has been considered.
Actually, legitimately.
Yeah, but Overshadow with a good 1-2.
Maxi has
Maxi's in a bad spot, and that's the game out of nowhere.
Game. I do want to give a shout out to both players. Overshadow made some really nice plays, some nice spikes, some nice setups. But I saw some really nice fixes with good knowledge of SRS on Maxi's side. So very well played on both sides.
So yeah, Overshadow will be entering top 8 winner's side.
So the reason why we didn't rename the entire thing was that Choco was too lazy to redo all the assets.
Oh lord.
I explain everything.
It really does explain everything. Good old Choco. Love Choco, but Choco is one of the late.
Love that
Right,
man.
Are we in the top 8? We haven't casted any loser side rounds. But it's not worth our time.
now
Let's
we're-
see. I will go check. We are
Don't deal with
almost in top 8. We've got we need 3 more games to finish before we go into top 8.
Right, are we streaming any of them?
I think we are streaming one of them. If Flower Petzl got her hands on the
Wait.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Brace and their dance emote, which is goddamn glorious. So Brace, very nice.
yeah, go. Let's definitely go and subscribe. What was it called? Subscribe? Was it? Sub? Yeah, it was called sub. Right. Yeah, I was getting.
You'll be moving.
I was getting things confused with YouTube membership. I was
Like I said, he's been spending way too much time on YouTube, watching like VTubers.
Oh,
But just
that's
like, so
not,
Pedal is
that's
gone.
not me. I'm a fan of him. Ah, I see. So that's what's up.
Okay, we've got some news that will be in winners top 8.
We will be streaming winners top 8.
So Pedal has left the server. Left the room, I mean. No, she's still here.
Flower isn't here anymore. I see. Okay.
No, she's here.
You know.
Or not.
No,
She is in the room.
I was just informed by William that Flower Petzl's not here anymore. But we are in winners top 8.
Alright, we've got... What do we have?
We have
Okay.
Cake versus HJU.
HJU.
Pronounce that. Oh, pronounce for Big Y for Maxi earlier was she, her. Oh shit.
I can't
You
believe.
miss it?
What? She said he though, didn't she? Was it? Didn't it happen? No.
I believe that did happen.
That does sound familiar.
Oh no, we only asked her for like her name. Oh, that's bad. Sorry. That's my bad.
On behalf of everyone involved, we sincerely apologize. We are not perfect, but we do own up to our mistakes.
I have
It's
to
not
remember
bad.
that mistake for the rest of my life now. It's going to appear in my head every time I try to close my eyes. And it's going to be the worst thing ever. Along with like 8 other memories of embarrassing things I've done. But, you know,
Fortunately,
Yeah.
sometimes it do be like that.
so we are getting into a game with is that Hugh? Is that Hugh or is that Hugh? I don't. How do you
Stream
pronounce
Hugh.
it? How do you pronounce that?
U99.
Hugh 99.
Is Hugh okay?
Mm.
Like,
And Bolo,
HU.
a player from Brazil.
Yeah, Polo, cake.
Cake?
Cake.
Does it mean
Yeah, it means cake.
Hold on, I need to go and get an assets change real quick. While you guys look at that. Oh. Did I misspell it? Why is it not working?
alright? We have confirmation.
Oh, it's
Live from the
Tomo.
It is Hugh.
Hugh.
Look at Hugh against Bolo.
Hugh versus cake. Okay.
Good.
No, I can't say that. for viewers, they're not gonna understand. Not all of
I
our
already
viewers.
explained
Portuguese.
Well, I already explained it, so they should understand. How about that? Put the onus back on them.
Alright, this is your tournament after all.
It's my
No,
tournament.
this is my tournament.
Alright.
You work for me.
Anyways, let's just get into the warm-ups.
Alright, we've got show from both players, and we are getting straight into the warm-ups.
Alright, first of one
Some
warm
stats.
up. Can we see some sus? Will this be our first sus of the day? It does not look like a sus bag.
What is a sus?
You'll know when you see it. And you probably will. Yeah. We got PCO from and then
no.
immediate counter spike of 20 from a Bolo. Don't do a Bolo. Okay, there you go. That misdrop. It can be fixed.
This is warm-up after all.
This is warm up.
What should you be looking out for in a warm-up?
If you don't take the warm up seriously, why are you having the warm up?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's a fair point, but sometimes you just, want to get your fingers.
I mean,
It
if
is a
you
warm-up.
don't, I don't know. I mean, if you don't agree to the warm up, but the other guy does, it's like you're forced into it. I kind of guess.
What if the other girl
Yeah.
does? What the other A does? Come on, you got to be respectful.
I mean, I suppose sportsmanship and all that.
I mean, warm-up is a warm-up. You just want to move your fingers, make sure your keys are working.
I've seen a
turn
few
off.
people. Yeah, I've seen a few people kind of BM with sus when they didn't want the warm up. I've also seen people who say yes when the other opponent says no, just so they can sus. Anyway, we got SDPC over here on his end, and
Ooh, that's not what you want to see.
that is an unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah, he had it.
Hugh definitely had it.
Yeah, now the game goes on.
Would it be okay if I just called Hugh Jimmy Neutron's dad? Can I just call him by that instead?
Why?
His name?
Jimmy Neutron's dad's name is Hugh.
Is it?
Yes.
Is he
Jimmy Neutron.
Vietnamese or something? Is that?
No, that's not a thing. That's actually Jimmy Neutron's dad's name. It's Hugh.
Anyways, he was in a pretty bad spot right now.
Jimmy Neutron's dad.
It's worse. It's worse in every single way conceivable. Like, it's got more syllables. It's harder to say. It's
That's much better.
it's obscure.
It's not that obscure. I say it many times in the show.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, take the first game.
Anyway, you have Hugh and Polo's name switched on screen, by the way.
Oh shit.
Right.
Streaming mishaps.
It do be like that. This is a TAWS stream after all. Anyway, pretty even on both sides this round. Bolo playing a little bit more defensively, but both pretty low on the board right now. Some interesting skims on Hugh's end. I wonder what Neutron is planning. A 180 TSS null, okay, or a 180 T-spin null. Yep, that was the plan. You know, swag it is.
Extra style
Who's-
point.
The bad spot, but
Gotta get them style points.
Yeah.
alright. It's like Bolo is gonna get his stack cleaned out. But Hugh is.
That's for you. Very nice.
Not see.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a bad key placement from Bolo, and yet it cost him.
Yeah, 1-1. 1-1. We have an even match thus far. Looks like we got SDPC versus Stickspin. Who wins? We'll find out.
Hey, Hugh
Tetris PC.
does
Nice.
hit. But
But
Bolo
Stickspin
right
has
through it.
down
It's
there.
2 Tetrises.
And still sent 11 lines on top of it. On top of
Yeah.
the cancel. I think it was a 17-line spike, but some of it was canceled.
That's not good pieces for Hugh, and yeah, that's gonna do it.
It do be like that sometimes.
That's a good round for Bolo.
Cake is up on top right now. Cake stops flying through the roof. Stonks. Alright, we got SDPC versus that weird PC. That didn't happen.
Yeah, and that misdrop's not helping.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Bolo's
the
gonna
end.
Bolo's gonna get overwhelmed.
Hugh, any
Unless-
pressure. Hugh, any pressure.
Unless,
There you go.
yeah, Hugh seals the deal.
Yeah, Hugh seals the deal. Way to go, Mr. Neutron. 2-2. Even game. Alright, stick sprint
Yeah,
versus
stick spin.
SDPC.
Yeah, he does it fast enough so that the garbage doesn't interfere. That's one of the problems of stick spin.
Yeah, when stick spin is fast, it's a pain. All you can really do when you
Can we-
got a stick spin is stick spin him back, or do some other like crazy opener.
If the
Or just-
time
or
it
just-
nicely.
Yeah, or just time
Yes.
it.
And
But stick
yeah,
spin gets what they deserve. So 3-2 for Hugh.
this is best of 5. Isn't this a top 8? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I just work here.
I don't know. I just work at like to say McDonald's.
Alright.
Like,
Top 8.
can I see the manager? Yeah, I am the manager.
Bolo does get the stick spin this time, and he's gonna get a free round there. Unless you can, you know, maybe time it better. This Bolo has the speed.
Stick versus SDPC again. The SDPC has a little bit of a speed advantage on Hugh's end.
Bolo gets
Oh my
PC.
god, doesn't get the stick spin off, gets stopped and popped out on the
Gets
C-spin
punished.
portion. Way to
Alright.
go. You
You
love
want
to,
match point.
you love to see it. Got PCO versus PCO.
Alright, both get it with a bit of lag, so it passes right through.
Pass-through. I thought pass-through was removed from this game.
I mean, there is lag.
I thought pass-through was removed from this game.
Okay, Bolo with a nice,
Oh, that's pretty
nice
little,
solve.
Little move
Hugh
on
with-
Hugh's end, covering that up.
Yeah, Hugh is a bit cheesed, but
A little sus on Hugh's end, not gonna lie.
nothing to worry with. It's good.
Hey, there we go. Opened it up very nicely with a T-spin on there. And it's getting some
Good
textures
solve.
off.
Solve. Bolo really needs to get out here.
Get down. Bolo, you need to get down. There you go.
Alright, that was a nice answer.
But what was the question?
Tetris is the question.
Always was.
Ooh. Yeah, Hugh! No, that attack wasn't strong enough to, you know, seal the deal.
Yeah, Hugh's having a little bit of difficulty with efficient down stacking, but is making, you know,
Yeah.
good attacks between them. That it's not
But
so...
there's some major cheese on Hugh's end. And yeah, that
that's
was tied.
We,
the
we got
first-
pause breaker.
First tiebreaker.
Pause breaker. We got first pause breaker.
Tiebreaker. I'm sorry, this is copyrighted.
Yeah, copyright. There's even a little TM in pause breaker.
Right, and we're seeing one right now.
That's you doing an LST over there. Very nice. Looks like
That
that's
was a
the,
good.
because they don't know how to continue their LST. That's
Continuation.
okay. Ball bend there.
That's
Casually shaming like it's nothing. Listen, if you're not super practiced like a top player in the world, LST is hard to maintain indefinitely. It really is.
Yeah, especially in, you know, mid-game, when you don't have all the luxury of time to just think about your next move.
Yeah.
You gotta just do it.
But also
In a
plays like
toss breaker. In a toss breaker,
Yeah, pause breaker. The pressure's on.
it's on. And Bolo needs to clear this out.
So, scale of
Right.
1 to 10, how much do you guys hate when people say it's on like Donkey Kong?
I've never heard people say it, you know, here in my place.
Okay, fair.
Donkey Kong isn't dead. Donkey Kong isn't popular in here.
Okay, fair.
Just look at the new funky move.
Just completely shit on me, okay. Nice color clear by Bolo. Does not matter. Good.
You survives the attack. Just
Oh no, Bolo's cheesing
Bolo's
himself
cheesed
up.
up. And looks like Hugh's gonna seal it.
Bolo, homemade cheese doesn't taste good.
Yeah,
Throw that shit out.
Hugh will be in top 4. You're not wrong. Yeah, but Bolo's not out of it. They're still the loser's side, you know. You've forgotten.
Yeah, Hugh top 4. Very nice job. Very close match. Very well played on both ends.
Yeah,
That cheese is stinky cheese.
that is as close as of match as we can get.
Homemade cheese. Homemade cheese made by yourself, not tasty, but very tasty from your opponent.
Yes.
Yes.
Aries here. Yeah, but we've got. Does anyone want to swap out? Because like, if you're
No,
tired.
no.
No, I'm good. I'm ready to go. I do long streams anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
sounds
there wasn't
like
that many
you
matches
really
there.
like-
I am built for this. Let's go.
Yeah, since Aries is here, if anyone wants to like take a break or
Yeah.
something, like that's possible.
I'll take a break after this. We've got my boy Noob. He's from Singapore. Represent.
Mhm.
Oh no! It's Sulfurous and Overshadow. Is this a rematch? This
Ooh, well,
feels
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
rematch.
yeah. It looks like a rematch from from fewer games ago. It's been a while.
Alright.
One more.
Well,
This-
hang on. Let me see what
That's
This is actually not a rematch, believe it or not.
it's not.
It's not.
We
Well, I
have
guess-
12 players, but it's not a rematch.
Yeah, we've
Let's
casted
see.
Wolverine twice. Or it is not real. It is winner's sign. This is impossible to rematch.
Correct.
Right, so it's
I didn't want to
Overshadow.
put it like that, but yes.
We've got loads of first time chat from who is it from
Look at all
OK
this
Send
first time
viewers.
chat.
Wait, no, is it a raid? Oh yeah, OK Send raid. Was it? Wait,
I'm not seeing the raid message.
tell.
oh, yeah, I'm not seeing it as well. But we've got loads of first time chats from OK Send's chat.
Okay, then Zerokai Zoku and Alberto Sapi.
Is it a raid?
Welcome to
Because
the-
like the raid thing is not showing up. Alright, regardless. Welcome to the stream. We are having TAWS U right now. I know the title says otherwise, but I cannot edit it. I am sorry. Right, warm up. Ready? I'll ask if they're ready and we will move right into it. Excuse me. Then another one and...
We are ready.
No, it's just a one. We need a they. Just many. Tell you what, one's good enough.
Will this work? 1 second. This work? Hey, I do have the power to do that. All right, I updated the total. Let's go. Title. You all could have did it, but I did.
Man's
You have all this power.
So the names are on the wrong side again.
Yeah, ooh, bad misdraw from Overshadow. This is gonna be it. You're not covering from there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, but
That-
that is a warm up. Maybe on
Yeah, that was unfortunate though. Let's be honest, that was unfortunate. Or maybe was it fortunate because of the side forward?
Side forward. Oh,
Like for a while. Alright, let's get into game proper.
Alright, we got MKO versus STPC. Did somebody say MKO?
seriously, did anybody act?
Nice floating teeth and spray overshadow.
There's some good efficiency. Oh, but that
At the
That's
moment you
intentional.
say that.
Power attack on there.
that's a good. That would have been a good fix, but the time spent with good color clear. Alright, I'm sorry. Osha will be making out this one alive. And
Yo,
Surface
screw
is
off.
having a bit of misdrops on his own.
All my homies
He
hate color
does.
clear.
But alright, there's nothing.
Nice T-spin
It's
vision
a
picked
multiple.
right there by Sulfurious.
Surface is gonna power way down. Thinks about T-spin, but it might not be the best situation to do it.
I mean, if you go down and you find T-spins along the way that don't slow you down, good for you. And that's what So Furious has been doing. I don't think they've been going out of their way to do T-spins on their down stacks. They've just been finding them, and they're like, hey, I can do this while I'm down stacking. Oh, this
that is a
spike
good downstep.
at 13 spike, sending Overshadow pretty near the top of the board. But Overshadow is not in a horrible situation yet if they can find a good down stack.
And,
This is not a good down stack.
and he's also out of eye pieces. He used quite a few of them on the way down. But
Nice,
let's get to it in time.
nice floating
good.
T-spin right there.
Yeah. Oh, there's power. It was a good
There was
round.
a donation on that T-spin. Very
Yeah.
well played by Overshadow.
There do be some combos. What is it? Is this called La? What is this opener?
That was actually Hachi.
That was Hachi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's just weird piece order.
I'm not well versed on it. But Osha is in a bit of trouble. You know?
Nope, it's Hachi, not Mr. T-spin. Everything is Hachi.
Osha, a bit of greed going on with their T-spin.
Nobody look at what Hugh is saying in chat. Everything is Hachi.
Great floating. Your Furious is a bit of a pickle. But can clear it all out.
A nice clean well on Sulfurious's end. Does get a nice little down stack, a cheesy down stack too, so that's good. Overshadow is very cheesed up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with it right now. He does. Ooh, there's a greedy TST. But he does make it work. Ooh, this is very clean. It's good gaming. Yeah.
A little bit of messy
Yeah.
on Sulfurious right there. Fortunately,
And
it
he gets the
looks
job
like
done.
Yeah. Alright.
So
To
it's
put the meme to rest, as Hugh did say, it is indeed Mr. T-Spin's STD. So, this is actually Hachi, what we see right there. But,
Yeah. And yeah, Overshadow caught a bad spot. So
Yeah,
if you're
that was,
taking it for it.
that was a bad cleanup on the DT, unfortunately. Then, you know, DT is already a messy cleanup, but when you misdrop and put things in wrong spots, it's not fun.
And none of them get a PC, it seems. Here's just a quick question: do you PC on the left side or right side?
Me?
Yeah, or anyone in
I
chat?
I don't use PCO. I've never PCO'd in my life. But I do SD PC. Go figure that one out.
Ooh, oh Shadow, you know, throwing away that eye, and
Throwing
again
away the
the
drop.
same, exact same misdraw. It's gonna cost
Bad
him.
drops. Bad finesse right there, unfortunately, is what it came down to.
It's probably due to nerves, you know, when your fingers a bit twitchy. You can't
Right.
get the correct keystrokes in. That does
Also,
can
Fury's
happen.
doing Hachi right there. A little bit of a weird skimming situation.
Need to play this.
Yeah.
Martin.
That's
And ooh, yeah, that
ooh.
it was good. It was a good one.
I was ready to call that round. But nope.
Yes.
Overshadow's got a nice power stack going on right there. Well,
Oh,
not
okay.
power stack.
Try
But
to
fractals
fractal.
on top of a Tetris, yeah.
Ooh,
my.
that's good. Spicy. And they'll do it.
That was a spicy meatball. Can't handle that 16 meatball.
That's way too spicy.
Alright, we got
Okay.
MKO again.
Oh, into a PC.
MKO
Overshadow.
PC. Damn.
And switch back zone.
You love to see MKO PC.
Yeah, it looks very clean and, you know, aesthetic.
Aesthetic
pieces.
space in between every letter. That is a nice T-spin fix out of Overshadow. Maybe a little bit risky with all the upstacking on the sides they have to do, but very nice
Just made it
spins.
work.
Yeah, definitely made it work.
Yeah, Overshadow has been doing some really efficient plays in this match.
Absolutely. Overshadow knows what's going on. That's a very interesting choice of donation, but it works out.
Yes, when you just need that little overhang.
You need that
To make
overhang and you don't know how you get it.
Yeah. So Furious is... He's in a precarious spot if Overshadow can get some
For a
combos
second,
going.
I thought Overshadow was gonna go for an off-center forward. I'm glad they didn't.
Ooh. Those are not good sequences
Yeah.
for... And yet, we're at match point.
Match point 4-2 for Overshadow. Can Overshadow close the and seal the deal when they do it? Alright, looks like we got SDPC.
And he missed
A misdrop. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've done that exact misdrop many times.
It's so cheesy. Oh, he missed holds.
No, the misdrop again! Overshadow, what are you doing?
Oh, home.
Yeah, he pressed the hold button on
That is
the
pain.
OPs.
That
You
is
hate
all
to see
pain.
it. Go for it, thank
SDPC
you.
versus, looks like we're just going straight into LSD.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, I have to cancel out. That's
yeah,
Spike,
that's
though.
it. It's
Spike, that
statement.
1918 Spike. GG's, 2
Yeah.
ball.
Surface getting overshadowed. And yeah, we're moving to top 4.
Did you just say Sulfurous getting overshadowed?
Yeah, they'll,
I hate it
yeah,
here.
they come,
I hate it here.
they didn't come out as good as I thought it would be.
I quit.
Oh.
I quit.
I.
No, I don't really quit.
I know.
Anyways,
You already got my replacement lined up. I can't believe this.
We planned for this. Yes, sir.
We planned for this.
Chris,
We knew that we
the
were
game was rigged from the
I've
start.
been expecting this.
We got New Noob versus Flareon Lucy.
You knew from Singapore, represent?
Be a very good matchup. Yeah.
this will be a good match. We got,
They're
oh
very-
boy.
They
Yeah.
are.
You have to respect these guys. By the way, they're all from no, actually no. New Noob is only New Noob actually.
Yeah.
Wait, was it? Wait, no, New Noob
You knew
is
from
Chile.
Singapore.
Wait,
New
was it?
Noob, well, New Noob says Singapore
It's
by
Singapore,
Indeed.
yeah.
From Malaysia. Yeah, this
And Malaysia, all Southeast,
We're just next door.
both Southeast.
yeah, we're just next
Asians.
doors.
Yeah.
It's a neighboring match.
Both
Let's
out
go.
Southeast. Jesus fucking Christ! Both Southeast Asians. They had to
Watch
wake
your
up. at
fucking
like-
language.
Yeah, yes. I'm sorry.
Then go to your room.
Yeah,
Sit in
sorry.
the corner,
I'm sorry.
Stare at
Look,
the wall and think about what you've done.
both of them are Southeast Asians. They had to wake up at like what 8 a.m. for this. So yeah, very early day for them, and I think
Yeah.
yeah. So very close match as well.
Yeah, this is losers, so loser of this does go home or
I like
You know,
what Huang
play some
says.
Tetra League.
I like what Huang says in chat. Why wake up when you can just not sleep?
That's
Wise
right.
words of Huang.
That is that's a question that shall be remain unanswered. But yeah,
Yeah, we are getting into the warm-ups right about now.
All right, got this going on.
Why does OBS keep looping the same fucking song?
Hey, watch your fucking language. You got SDPC. Carry on. Gets the 180 T-spin on that. You love to see it.
SDPC has been really popular this tournament. This is like some kind of trend to SDPC in
Listen,
new rank.
if you can do a 180 T-spin, do it. It's swag. Flareon having some interesting decisions going on right here.
Like,
Might not
I mean-
work out.
I mean, this is the warm up, so
What if it were a warm down though, or a cool down? Yeah, that
happen
actually
after the
is a
match.
cool
Don't
down.
you think?
You know, cool down actually is a thing. Ignore me.
After the match. Alright, anyway, let's get right into the match. Yeah, just a reminder, this is losers, so this is
You know, that's a
For all
really
the
mean thing to
marbles.
call them. You should take that back.
this for all the marbles.
Flareon going for
Huh?
SDPC doesn't get it. Almost went for the Trinity and decided against it. Probably the best move given their bag.
Yeah, a lot of hesitation from both sides.
Yeah, but how can you not have a temptation to go for Trinity when you see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to weigh the risk
It's
of,
like
you
an
know,
oath.
how...
It's like an oath at this point.
Hey, operator.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Trinity is?
What?
It's the...
Do you know what a
Was
Trinity
it-
is?
I do.
FTSD on
Oh,
top of
course,
the
I'm X rank. What
speed.
do you think? Wait, no, wait.
Is it-
Operator.
You don't know opera, so I just
Wait,
have to know.
Operator as in operator, not the stream operator. No.
Well, we have a problem.
Operator, can you hook me up with operator?
Anyways, it's kind of an even match.
But
Right
yeah,
now.
regardless, operator's still.
But wait, we have a
X
match
rank.
going on? I thought we were just doing shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just a quick reminder that TAWS U is going on right now as we speak.
What? No way.
No
and you
way.
are
You're
the designated-
joking.
Wait, are we live?
You're
Are we
kidding
streaming?
me.
I'm sorry.
Am I famous? I'm
We
on
need
a...
to end the stream. And all that nonsense, Flare takes the first game.
Alright, looks like we got SDPC again.
SDPC is some sort of trend.
I
use
use SDPC, it's great.
So it is a trend.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I mean, like, it's popular with the...
With the new
It's-
crowd.
It's in fashion, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. The SDPC.
It's very good. Looks like Flareon took a second to cancel before going for the solution. Now we're going DPC, and Flareon's off to the races, alright? Gets the
He gets
DPC,
two.
starts
it's a
building
two-fold.
like LSJ
Yes.
drop over there.
Not looking good for New Noob. He's down 0-3 and it's first to 5. There's no more room for, you know. No more lollygag.
Not that garbage, not good. Flareon's in a little bit of a rough situation. Making some homemade cheese there. Its Gouda tastes like crap. You never want some homemade Gouda. You know, when you brought it to like the meet and greet with your family, like they didn't care for it either. They were just nice, but like that Gouda tastes like shit, man. Stop it.
Yeah, New Noob not really being able to capitalize that hard. And Fairy is, you know, cleared out with cheese. News attack is just not... doesn't have the punch, you know, really close up the round.
Just have kick.
Yeah, and Flareon is, you know, when it gets going.
Ooh, that misdrop on Flareon, but it's a very easy fix, fortunately. And now both players are near the bottom of the board. You know, very good space for both of them to be at.
Yeah, and you know, the PPS difference, Flareon at around 2.5, basically, and Unoob at 1.6. That is going to come into play.
That will come into play, yes. Thank you for pointing that out. I had completely missed it. But it looks like New Noob is playing for efficiency, and Flareon's just like, whatever, I'll just speed him to death.
Let's play even harder.
Playing harder, but New Noob playing a little bit smarter. That said, though, we are 4-0 for Flareon.
So something is working out.
Hey,
We're not
credit
talking-
where credit
But
is
this
due,
blowout,
right?
Match point, I just had a moment.
this is hardly a toss breaker, is it?
Yeah, I had a moment. I meant to say match point, but you know how it is. You know,
Oh, yeah.
can't get your things straight.
Are you straight?
Am I?
I.
Oh no. Yeah, New Noob really needs to get something started here.
I don't know.
That
I don't
does
know.
not look good.
Hey, man.
Yes, anyways, Fairy is in a bit of a situation here, and yeah, New Noob really needs to capitalize on this. If not, this will really be an uphill battle. And yeah, Flareon just, you know, muscling through with the higher PPS
Yeah.
and get through all this.
Sucks.
Yeah, this is just the speed difference, you know.
speed
on full
difference
display.
them in this right now, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whereas, you know, they're not playing as efficiently, but they're playing faster, so they're able to just muscle their way down, as you said.
I would say
Just
Nunu
weird
is
lines.
pretty efficient.
Ooh, this is some...
Ooh, this could be, this could be his lucky break.
Yay, no sweep.
It's on the
Yay,
board.
no sweep. Can we get a yay, no sweep?
Indeed.
Gets on the board here. No, but is it enough?
We're
Give
still
the
at max
blue.
point for Flareon. Looks
He
like
doesn't get a
this
piece.
PC. Going for second PC, I think. I don't know, maybe if that was just a Tetris stack. Noob has a very nice stack to play with right here.
Yeah. Alright, he gets the continuation.
Nice little T-spin right there. Let's see if they can get a nice T-spin again with a Tetris. Oh, look at this
It's a
Q.
good- Ooh, it's
This
spicy.
Q. This is a spicy Q. Got that 15 spike.
But Barry throws it off. Yeah.
Actually,
Flareon's
not
really good.
Maybe he was looking for a STSD there, but didn't get it. Okay. Yeah, Nunu, maybe a bit more comfortable here. No. Okay.
This 11 spike down Noob at the top of the board has to go down now. They both need to commit and go down.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Nunu, still in this. Oh, but that's not a good look. And that'll be it, I think.
That is
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's rough. That's
So,
rough. 7
it
kicks
was
in.
deep, but GG.
Pretty handy, yeah. 5-1. Alright, so that will be losers round.
That's mean, man. Stop saying that.
Losers I mean, what else should I call it?
I don't know. The not winners bracket.
Second chance.
The second
that sounds better.
chance.
The second chance bracket.
In Vietnamese
Everyone's a
we call
winner.
In Vietnamese we call it the return. Like it's I
return.
don't know why. But but yeah, we're going to have nutmeg and cheese chess for the next game.
Yo, Nutmeg from Singapore? Represent!
We got another
Yo.
Singaporean.
We're taking over towards you.
Yeah, shoutouts to Singapore. They've been doing well in the SEA games as well.
It's the grind set. Wake up at 8 AM to play some U-rank Tetris.
Hey yo.
It's not just ranked Tetris, it's entire tourney. And they're very close to like winning right now.
The entire
This-
tourney, you're just waking up at 8 AM and
Mhm.
I got eliminated because I'm facing multi.
This is... What is this? Or this the other half of Loser's Top 8. Of Cheese Chess against Nutmeg.
And Cheese Chess supposedly only had 4 hours of sleep before this.
Hey
Woke
yo.
up at 6 to grind TL. Let's
Hey yo,
go.
grinding.
But that's a dangerous, problem. What if you reach X rank like mid sign up in the period between signing
We
up
actually have happened that in our last TAWS that I commentated. Gladon
and you get kicked out?
joined as you. The tournament started and between matches played TL and ranked
Wow.
us. And then won the tournament.
And won
Won
the
the tournament.
tournament.
What's the clause? What's the judges, verdict on that?
It is when the tournament starts, you have to be within the requirements.
Alright.
Yeah,
What
small,
do you-
small talk aside, we're getting into the
So-
wars between Nutmeg
Alright, okay,
and
wait.
Cheese Chess right about now.
Sidetracked quite a bit. Maybe two
No,
food items.
It's fine. It's a normal amount of strike tracking, I'd say. You should see TAWS Asia. By the way, shoutouts. It's today as well, I think, for the Southeast Asians, and it's tomorrow that we're going to have TAWS Asia, which I'm going to be hosting again. So yeah, tune in if you like.
A lot on your plate, don't you? Yeah, so anyway, nutmeg and cheese chest.
Yeah, we started with double MK, or not, double TKIs, and now it's pretty even. Cheese has a
food
little bit stacked
items.
on the left, and nutmeg a little bit stacked up in the middle, but, you know, it do be like that. Nice well. Gets all the way down, nutmeg does, and, cheese just has a really nice well of their own now. A little misdrop can be fixed. Not the cleanest, but it'll do. Meanwhile, Nutmeg having to do a few skims of their own. And both players near the bottom of the board, very favorable positions. Nutmeg a little bit worse off, but nothing that can't be fixed.
Yeah, they are quite evenly matched, and this is the warm-up, you know, just a reminder. We've had our warm-ups end in like 5 seconds.
We're taking it seriously. Wow. I see how it is. Nice combo into the Tetris right there from Nutmeg. Alright, a minute and a half on this warm-up.
This is the longest warm-up we've had, if I'm not wrong. Sheesh.
We got some people zooming in this one. Nutmeg is really cheesed up. That might be bad if Cheese Chest can apply some proper pressure.
Ooh, that
Top two. Oh,
ooh,
that's bad.
ooh, yeah, that's gonna be the nail.
Yeah.
So these two do look evenly matched, you know, from the warm-up. And
Match. I mean, if it lasts 2 minutes and 9 seconds before 2 misdrops end the game, I'd say that's pretty evenly matched.
waiting for a good one. We have PCO from Nutmeg. PCO's on the left side, you know.
Yeah, you gotta swag it.
It's like a horoscope. Do you PC on the left or the right side?
Nutmeg finding themselves in a very precarious situation as a culmination of a number of misdrops and a couple bad piece placements.
Cheese
And I
chest
think- Not the cheese chest, yeah.
can't seal it out.
Alright, we got MS2 out of Nutmeg.
Ooh, this pain.
Pain, agony even.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, that's
Condensed.
my pain.
It's pain in its purest form. They had the really, you know, spicy combo and
Yeah, that's a
Just-
pure pain.
just flubbed it at the end.
Yeah, we got
Hate to
cheese
see
chest,
that.
Sailboat, and Nutmeg doing MS2.
Ooh, that's so weird. Can you do a T-spin there? Oh, and he sets off Fractal. Bit high on the board though.
Oh, Nutmeg is in a really rough spot. It doesn't have any clean
Yeah.
down stack. Misdropping a few times, and that's, yeah, it's 3-0 for cheese chest.
Right? It's MS2, I believe. I'm picking up on the.
That's a Gamu.
That is not MS2.
It's not.
That's Gamu.
That's also not
also.
It's not Gamu either. It's another.
Gamu's to the side, if I'm not wrong.
It is.
Probably Honeycup. It was neither of those.
It might be Honeycup. I don't know. There's so many to keep track of. I just know it's not MS2 or Gamu.
But it's just a
MS2
season
and
thing,
Gamu
isn't
are
it?
like two that I've actually put effort into like learning a little bit about.
I tried to
Honeycup.
learn all of them just for shits and giggles and I forgot about them.
It's in Google.
For shits and giggles, yeah.
I'm sorry, that was really funny.
Indeed.
Anyways, that makes doing a lot better this round. We found a footing,
Uh,
but
Nutmeg is goes by they them, by the way. just for clarification.
Oh fuck.
And also,
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they're on the board.
Was it?
3-1.
Was it he? Wait, there was the pronouns for them. I don't remember.
Anyways, we got PCO up against the infamous stick spin. She just has to cancel it early, didn't have the kick for it. And yeah, Nutmeg with a gigantic down stack. Let's see if they can capitalize off it. Cheese do be a bit cheesy. And yeah.
The names are fun. Oh shit.
What's up? We got Hue and Overshadow again? Let's go.
Okay.
Yep, that was Gamashiro on the left from Nutmeg.
Big double Tetris. Looking to put a way out of here. And it looks like they will.
He's just a little bit cleaner board, but Nutmeg finding some nice skims and donations to get down. Now Cheese Chest is actually kind of a little bit of a perilous situation if they don't get down.
Yeah, but the
they're
pieces.
So,
That
it happens.
Yeah, and Namek really needs that T.
Yeah, not
And
finding.
yeah,
Wow.
just in time. Just barely.
Barely in time. And finding a nice good access
Yeah,
as well.
Very well played.
Cheesed up.
Namek has giant combo. And Namek doesn't have to cancel. So yeah, Namek, bring it back. It was 3-0 at one point. So it's tied. Will we be seeing a toss breaker?
Double perfect clear. That
Absolutely.
is pass through. Unfortunately, not setting up the T-spin and clearing down like
And
Nutmeg.
now, yeah, the tables have turned. Namek is threatening a win.
Big 4-3 match point for Nutmeg.
Silvo against PCO.
Doesn't find it.
Silvo is such a weird opponent to watch. It is just so out there in its setup.
Yeah. We'll be seeing a toss breaker.
Will we see a TAWS breaker? Nutmeg has some interesting dependencies, not very good. Covered up
this-
we
is
might
precarious.
TAWS breaker with this.
This is precarious. But they do have the eye. This is.
Look at me with your special eye.
They clean nicely.
Like, yeah, 13 spike on a little bit of a down stack. Puts G's chest
Yeah.
near the. Finds even more down stack. So Nutmeg went from a perilous situation to very healthy board state.
Yeah, they're just resetting the position.
And now Cheese is all cheesed up.
Cheese, he do be cheesed.
Cheese do be cheesed.
And yeah, that's not looking good, but
Yeah, Cheese is not getting very good
he
pieces.
needs multiple eye pieces, and he's only got
Oh,
one.
it's a cheese.
Oh,
Oh, my.
no!
Oh,
Is this-
as we speak.
Bad decision! Bad decision!
Oh, and he's still alive. Wow, that was well
What?
played.
I was.
He lived.
I was.
She just lives. You gotta believe.
It's real? Okay, it
He's
is
got
real.
four wide. And Nutmeg looks a bit stuck.
Nutmeg. Oh, this is.
Oh, they see the T-piece.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
this is
intense.
Nutmeg, very nice save.
It's spicy. They're just great
What
plays
about-
from both sides.
We're about to hit 2 minutes this round. There you go.
Just great plays from both sides to, not die. Stay in the game.
Yeah, they're
Go
both
and
just very
cheese.
good at committing not die.
Cheese with
Can we
good
rename
setup with his
Cheese?
fractal. He fires. Nutmeg in a
Nutmeg.
bad spot.
Miss drop.
Oh, but recovers and fights back on his own.
Nutmeg gets a nice 10 spike,
Yeah.
and then now sends another
And
8.
that's the game.
That
Oh,
is
that-
the game.
Yeah, that was a sweep. Nami was down 3-0 at one point. They just take
Nutmeg-
5 straight games.
That's
Nutmeg
a
takes
reverse.
that
Yeah, that was... Nami came alive. Alright.
Hey,
You have
turnaround.
GG's. GG's. We are going to have a rematch, I think. Overshadow versus Hugh. Is it a rematch? Am I high?
This does sound like a rematch. Overshadow has been on stream for quite some time.
Everything sounds like a rematch at this point.
But it's not. This is winner's side. This is not. This can't be a rematch.
It's winners finals. Is it?
Yeah, this is winner's final. This is not a rematch.
Yeah, it's winners finals.
You're a winner final.
God.
Yeah, make it
all the
all.
way to winners. Finalists is the number 8
And 11 seeds, so a little bit of an upset right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Overshadow with the superior TR. No. I would say, even though Math disagrees.
I got to step away for a brief moment.
172 versus score. And 153. Up versus
Again.
Flareon. That is not what I was informed.
No, it's Hugh on against Overshadow. Then it's
Yeah, and then after this, we've got Flareon versus Sulfurious.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Furious is in the room. Let's wait for him to join.
Move him to players and ask if he wants warm up.
What's going on? Yes, this is correct. These are the two players that will be squaring off.
I am back. Did I miss anything good?
No,
Yeah, you
Not
missed
exactly.
you missed a bit of confusion.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's Overshadow versus.
Overshadow against Hugh.
Yeah, yes, you.
Mr. Neutron.
Sorry, wrong person. Lamau. Alright, Wolves.
I'm not gonna name names, but in my last TAWS that I played in, there was some
Yeah.
confusion with me as well, where I created a room, I didn't tag on Discord to the person that I was supposed to play against with the room, and like about 30 seconds go by and the person joins the room. The name doesn't match at all. But I'm like, it doesn't always match. We do a whole warm up. We decide, all right, we're ready to go. We're into the second match or the second round of the match, and the actual person I'm supposed to play joins the room.
Wow.
It's great to
I'm
see.
like,
Tournament
God damn it.
mishaps. It's great to see. Tell you
Like,
what.
there's no way for me to know that this isn't the right person. Discord doesn't tell you their Tetrio name.
Yeah.
You just add them and hope that it works out.
As like for VTT, we always recommend our participants to like get a nickname that corresponds to your Tetrio
Gamer
name.
tag.
Yeah. It gets rid of the confusion.
But I do want to point out that in my next match, when I added another person, because I created the room as much as I could, that person joined again as spectator for a good full minute before leaving.
Well, you might have a stalker on your hands.
Oh no.
Anyways, let's get to the match.
Anyway, we got double SDPCs going on here.
Yeah, but Overshadow turned it into. Oh yeah, I'm not casting. Fuck.
Fucking language. I mean, if you want to talk, I'm up for it. Whatever, I don't care.
I don't want.
Yeah, Hugh.
That was that was an awfully long silence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What?
Overshadow. A little bit of gas issues.
Alright, we got a nice giant Tetris well for Overshadow. Hugh has to get through and is struggling. And I'm gonna keep cutting you off every time you try to speak. Thank you very much.
That's alright.
That's very
It was a
weird.
massive combo.
I'm just telling you how it is.
Ooh. And
No,
you
it's
know,
not. No, it's
the
not.
TP's quite right away, and Hugh takes an early 2-0 lead. This is winners final, so the winner of this is in grand finals winner's side.
My man Hugh over here.
I don't call it too
SDPC
soon.
versus SDPC. Alright. Alright, we got a floater going on from Shadow with a nice down stack. Nice.
Yeah, Overshadow having some dash issues if you realize, like, yeah.
Oh, we got
Getting
STSD into a Tetris. STSD Tetris, that's a 15 spike. Gonna send Hugh right through the roof. Was not prepared.
Yeah, that was some big
This is a
damage.
very DTable back. This is very DTable back. Why is there no DT?
Is that Hachi? They call it correctly. Or maybe not.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you no if you're right or wrong. I'm just gonna tell you no.
Yeah, so not much action going on. Just down stacking, but no lot of back-to-backs. You just send maybe some garbage, but not necessarily to kill. The killing duo.
Yeah, there's still very clean boards for both sides.
Just
So, I
no
mean, a lot-
APM gains.
I mean, we're playing 70 to 60 APM here. Like, this is not a low APM game in my opinion. This is definitely gaming.
From what we've seen, these numbers, we can crank those numbers up.
This is true. Sometimes you do see some
Right,
crazy rounds.
Like that.
We're Shadow
like
got
that.
a nice down stack.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
stuck.
Did a 9 and a 5. And now it's even at 2-2.
Right. To the exact same openers.
Ooh, we got a miss drop on our hands. Overshadow
Oh, yeah, he had the
fighting-
color clear.
did not.
And the color
It
clear
was
as
an
well.
intentional decision. You know, color clear is worthless.
Yeah, you get a consolation prize of nothing.
Yeah, consolation prize of you did it, and like that one like thing that you blow into like at parties, like like you just hear that.
Just like you did it, and then you're immediately getting top out.
Yeah, you did it. Now you have nothing to cancel with. Congratulations, you did it, big guy.
You did it. Did you do it? Yes.
Did you do it?
What
I'm so
did it
proud.
cost?
Oh, so proud of you. Anyway, Overshadow a little bit high up with a tiny bit of cheese on top of their board with some nice clean garbage well below. Hugh just all the way at the bottom, no garbage at all. But Overshadow has opened it up. It gets a T-spin into a Tetris, but Hugh negates it, and it's a clean match right now.
Right.
Still gonna get
Wait,
tied on.
Island.
Tied
Ooh,
on.
nice donation there from Overshadow. And yeah.
Ooh, got a little bit of flag spike. Hugh going for a little bit of a greedy T-spin there. Probably should have commit go down instead, but it works out.
It just not much action so far, just a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. Like, we're not seeing any giant spikes. We're just seeing attacks kind of come out
Yeah.
as they happen, and like a lot of negating. But
Yeah,
these players
they send
are-
lines
It's
and they
just,
clean.
yeah.
Oh, but
It's
Hugh,
getting
a bit of traffic. a bit of traffic, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
See,
that
two.
was a 2-minute round on the dot.
I mean, as far as as much precision as the timer can give.
Well, I mean, you know, the milliseconds didn't say it, but you know, we ignore that. Anyway, SDPC, neither of them get a PC solve.
What is this setup? Oh, there's no kick.
It seems like a bad setup to me. That's what it is.
Yeah, seems like it is a yes.
Oh, there's no kick there. That doesn't work.
You can't do that. You
It
can't
doesn't
kick
work.
that. It doesn't work. Your overhang ruined it. Hey, but you gotta give credit for trying, right? It's a nice switch
Yeah.
right there.
It's the
Oh,
thought
no.
that counts.
It's the
Can
thought
you
that
hear
counts
us?
when it doesn't.
We're gonna get banned for like in-game coaching. Like if they're tuning in and say no, it doesn't work, and then they,
Fine by Overshadow.
It's a delay
Always-
anyway. It's a delay anyway.
Alright.
Alright, so
Yeah,
Hugh,
but-
what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you set up an STSD into Trinity into DT, and that'll totally top out your opponent. You're gonna get 7. Trust me.
Anyway. Right. Yeah, we're just back to a neutral state.
Neutral, man. Yeah, that's what this game is.
So nothing's happening. Just sending lines and then cancelling the lines they get and then sending more lines back. Oh, but Hugh might have been a bit too greedy with.
Oh, miss drop.
Hugh's got very much clean right there and was able to down stack all the way and push Overshadow back up to the top, so very good situation for Hugh now. And Overshadow's not finding bound down bad down
But-
back themselves.
Hugh gets the little piece wiggle to get the TPs into place.
Did they do the blurg? The wiggle? The blurg?
No, I mean needs to do the when you have to do multiple kicks to get the team
Oh, I
in place.
got
That thing. But Hugh is in a good spot.
Moment. Hugh's board is not as bad as it looks. Like there's
Yeah,
a
it's-
lot of clean garbage.
It's pretty clean. You know, like there.
Yeah.
It's all cleaned up.
Yep.
Overshadow's not doing too poorly themselves.
Nice counter 4 from Hugh, I guess, right there. Mr. Neutron knows what he's doing.
Overshadow thinking about the fractal. Ooh.
Broken Fractal didn't have the pieces
That
for it.
is way too greedy.
Yeah, that was some greed indeed.
It was maximum greed. And it's
You love to see it though.
gonna
Until
bite
you
them.
lose and then you hate to see it.
They're out of eyepieces. Just
Alright, 3-3.
stalled there a bit too long. This is very evenly matched, as you would expect for a winners finals.
We got SDPC with some pass through, so let's see how they continue out here.
Okay, Overshadow.
Overshadow had a little bit nicer down stack, but
Good
Hughes was a little bit nicer. A little bit of a cancel there on Overshadow's end. Very healthy board state.
Good. There's some greed to prolong the back-to-back, and there's this.
Overshadow greeding a little bit, but not getting punished for it. Finds a nice little combo right there. Oh, okay, that's an interesting T-spin decision, but it works out. Oh, does it work out? They decide to... I don't understand that move, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe
It's
it's
a cut
because
copy.
I'm not you, but I don't understand it. But it didn't
Maybe
work
this-
out. Overshadow, not you.
Ooh. There was keyboard error when when you press
Okay.
too fast and you get 2 inputs. That's probably what
Wait.
happened.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
and then
that-
there was an entire idea that didn't work. Probably tried to go for a TSS and TSD, but wrong vision.
Overshadow's still alive.
Yeah, Overshadow's in a
Somehow.
very bad situation though. That Z-spin is very nice though. You love it when you can see a Z-spin like that come together.
Oh, pass
Yeah.
through.
Ooh,
Oh.
and then misdrop's not gonna help.
No! Pain, agony even.
Yeah, so
Well,
we're
I
at match
didn't
point.
play the hard drop, but oh my.
Match point on Hugh. We take it or does Overshadow have something to say?
Oh?
That's a T-spin, no?
Yeah, you can definitely feel the nerves from Overshadow with the, the extra inputs.
That wasted T, but ends up going nice. Sets up an anchor set. Interesting.
Wait, no way. What?
Alright, we have another toss breaker.
TAWS breaker. TAWS breaker.
Get in the chat.
Alright, we have PCO, and it gets
Yeah.
to PCO.
Hugh with a bit of hesitation.
And Overshadow now finds
Fast
himself kind of high up on the board, and greeting for that T-spin, no.
Oh, that is not gonna work out. And Hugh will be grand finals.
Hugh going into grand finals, but Overshadow still in this, goes down to the losers bracket, and can work their way back up. But definitely that greedy T-spin, a little bit of bad timing right there, unfortunately
That
not where you
costed him the whole set. Right, and who's next? So Flareon?
Flareon and
Jinx,
Furious.
the Furious.
Way to go, Hugh. Well done. Well played. I laughed, I cried, and I got my Christmas cards done.
The fuck was it? What? Is it Christmas?
What?
Wow, I see the bucks. 920 bucks has been wasted.
Is
oh
it
my.
Christmas? I know.
It's always Christmas.
Why did it bring you so much emotion?
Well, I laughed, I cried, I got my Christmas cards done. You know, like that was an emotional match. You can't tell me that it wasn't.
I suppose.
You would be lying.
I mean, if you really stretch it, I suppose. We are getting into Furious versus Flareon.
Ayo.
Warm-ups, I suppose.
Hey, let's get these warm-ups.
Yeah, and the winner of this will go to grand finals for a chance for bracket reset.
Oh yeah.
Wait, no, it's not. No,
No,
they have
this
to
is-
fight someone else. They have to fight.
This losers
Why
quarters.
you got lies?
This losers quarters. Don't believe his
I'm
lies.
trusting that whatever you say is accurate.
There's still got a lot more matches, so yeah, hang in there.
2 more before we determine who's the grand
I hate it
finals.
here. That moment when you can't trust your co-commentator and host.
And you'll have to do a bit of research yourself.
Yeah, I'll do my own research. Heard that one enough in the last 2 years. Moving on. We do have some groups on top of the board with some misdrops. Unfortunately, that's gonna be the end of it.
Go for warm up. And yeah, let's get right into the game.
Let's get to it. All right. We have
ECO from both sides.
So Furious
Flareon.
doesn't have PCO, neither does Flareon, but fortunate garbage for Flareon makes a nice T-spin out of it on top of his tech as well.
Yeah.
But that missed Flareon might be deadly.
Oh yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Do the SPs too.
The LPs.
You're an LPs.
You're an
LP.
Wow.
Come
We have
on.
6 coming out.
Oh, come on.
Anyways, Flareon with a huge combo.
Oh, slam and a half. I hate it.
So Furious still hanging on. But it's-
Are they now?
oh nope. But they'll do it.
By the way, your names are on the wrong sides.
Alright. I need to start checking those more often.
That's Hachi, by the
Alright.
way. Oh, Furious.
Okay. Okay, I recognize it. I recognize Hachi. So Furious a bit high up, but has got good cancels. Ooh, but you shouldn't be covering your garbage well like that.
Yeah, Sephiroth's making some questionable.
Oh, you cannot rotate to 180. That's
Ooh,
close.
but Miss drops from Flareon will.
What is this? I look on Flareon's side and see this. Come in, see this. What do?
Yeah,
Come in.
Sephiroth gives it around there.
Oh no, that's way too cold. Oh
Where's
my.
that from?
That
You
is
didn't
a
come up
Oh,
with that on
yeah.
the spot, did you? There's
No,
way.
that's not me. I'm not that clever.
Okay,
That is
Sephiroth,
like
a ton of Miss
I am
drops.
a
That is
boomer
way
internet
too
terms,
cold.
okay?
Oh my, too many misdrops.
Yeah, Flareon, maybe a bit of nerves, or I don't know, keyboard issues. Just too
Yeah, I
many
think
Miss
Cat
drops.
jumped on the keyboard, that's what happened. Cat jumped on the keyboard. Cat moment. No PCO right there, but does turn it into a nice Imperial Cross right over the Tetris well.
Sephiroth continuing the back-to-back. It's a nice LST.
It's a nice
Gaming.
LSD, but it won't matter if
But
it
it's
brings
too
you
high,
over the
yeah.
top.
It's a bit too high there.
Yeah, that LST is a little bit too high. Like, we said LST, not LSD, okay?
LSD.
Sephiroth with what is this
That-
opener?
That's okay.
There's not an
Get
opener.
the SDPC out of Flareon. Go into the
Yeah.
race with
Alright.
DPC afterwards.
And it's tied. Yeah, you misdrop your opener and it's just you do it.
Alright, we got MKO versus
Did
SDPC.
somebody say MKO?
Did somebody
Ooh.
say MKO?
It's a
And a
spicy
kind
well.
of.
Look at this Flareon speed right now. Over 3 pieces per second.
Yeah, and yeah, they're still gonna lose. Not
Yeah.
enough. Or unless.
Oh.
Ooh. Great counter.
Flareon was off to the races to start the round, just like I'm gonna open main this guy.
That's
Yo,
actually a
166 APM. It's spicy.
Alright, match point for Flareon. Going with
Is it-
SDPC again. Going from Hachi from Self-Furious. Unfortunately, no solution on the SDPC, just wasn't there for him.
It's a fast match. Are we gonna see a TAWS breaker?
This could be a nice T-spin dono right there. There you go.
I'm getting a bit greedy, I'd say. But it's gonna work out.
Ooh.
And a misdrop.
Misdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the misdrop is gonna give Selfish enough time to
Another
claw his-
misdrop.
claw the way out.
That's a misdrop combo spike.
Yeah, and this
yeah,
looks
they're
like a
not-
TAWS breaker. This
going
could be
TAWS
looking like a
breaker.
TAWS breaker.
We
Oh,
are
but-
not going to Buzzbreaker yet.
Oh,
How
not yet.
Slay able
Yeah.
to survive?
Not yet. Selfish not able to find the damage he needs. And
Oh my
Flareon
Wow.
escapes.
Look at that. Nice kite on as Self-Furious to start off that 14 spike. Now,
I think
Flareon
that's
did a little bit of an
enough.
Ooh.
Probably should have threw that eye down in the hole just to get a little bit of cancellation and to bring down their stack. It wouldn't have
There's
been
another tiebreaker.
It was better than dying. But now we got a TAWS breaker.
Yet again.
Is this center forward? We got center
Little
forward.
set. Eh.
Oh,
Wow.
a really bad misdraw.
I
Deserve.
can't even feel bad for
Deserve.
Flareon. It
Seven
wasn't
salvages it, but Selfish with misdrops of his own. Like, yeah, Selfish really needs to get out of this bad situation. And alright, looking good.
just near the top, getting pressure, just kind of stuck in like in infinite like down stacking mode. But
Yes, every piece covers the well underneath it.
yeah, Flare at the
But-
bottom, sprinting.
Okay, and Selfish escapes. It's in a good spot to, send the pressure.
Flare on doing some nice spins and skims right there. Very
Oh,
healthy
that's
stacking.
right.
So Flare somehow got down.
Okay.
And now we're
Board's
both
looking
in
good for
a
both.
position. Very healthy board for both sides now.
Yeah, just APM spam is what's on the menu.
Oh,
Well, Flareon. That might be it for Flareon. But no, Flareon is going quick.
Yeah.
And what is
Selfish
Flareon doing?
couldn't capitalize. Just got a bit stuck there. Ooh,
That
that,
was very precarious to spot the Z, but it's not unredeemable. You can fix that, like that.
okay. Yeah, both
And another, yeah, another.
back at it.
This is going back and forth. This is one hell of a pause breaker. We're hitting the 2-minute mark on this one. So Furious is noticeably healthier board state, but Flareon's down stacking and kind of turned the tables right there.
Just a bit too much hesitation on the Furious end. Wait,
So
that's
Furious, no, please.
wasted.
Oh no.
That's it, yeah.
And Flareon moves on. This is losers. So yeah,
that's
so
top 6.
So Furious is out, and Flareon will be moving on. And we've got Nutmeg against Flareon. Oh, this is a rematch. You remember? This is a true rematch. Wait, is it?
Is it? Is every match a rematch?
No, it's not a rematch. I'm sorry.
Okay, Flareon just asked for a break. And, it will be allowed 5 minutes, I believe it was. So 5 minutes from now is, 44 something.
We have some intermission.
Yeah, we do some intermission.
It's all good for Bobby.
We do some promotions. It's been TAWS.
Alright.
It's been TAWS U. Been very good games so far. And if you're into this kind of content, I don't know. But there will be an SS cap, TAWS Asia in about 8 or was it? Wait. Yeah, in about 8 hours. Yeah. Is it 8? No, it's not. Is it?
Is it 8? I don't know.
Let me just check.
It's in 10 hours. No, it's in 10 hours.
9 hours? 9 to 10
9
hours?
and
9 hours?
9 and 20. Yeah, 9 hours and 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to be hosting that as well because we are seriously lacking manpower. So if you've got a good PC and you're interested in hosting and being funny on stream, I recommend volunteering. We do lack some manpower right now. I'm not supposed to be on TAWS U. It's very early for me.
I think
Yeah.
I think most likely all of us just does not even realize that. Most of us.
Yeah. The other TAWS U hosts are way better at this than me. I'm not very familiar with TAWS stuff just yet.
You're
But,
fine.
yeah, you
everyone's
feel free-
everyone's new at some point.
Yeah, I suppose.
You can't know everything from the start.
But yeah,
That's
do feel free to check out TAWS Asia. It's going to be SS capped, unlike this tourney. Unfortunately, we can't do TAWS U Asia. It's not a very big market for that just yet.
and plus, TAWS Asia was the most chaotic cat tournament. Yeah, they have gimmicks.
Yeah, thanks to certain mishaps along the way, and thanks to Choco's frequent, 5 casters, 4, that kind of bullshit, which I'm really not a big fan of. But it is what it is. It's TAWS Asia. It's my sweet dear child, and we let's see. I mean, we have TAWS Asia open, yeah, but that's close enough. Yeah.
Anyways,
Just
it's like-
imagine everybody getting trolled in TAWS Asia Open.
It's 10 minutes. Ah, so they're allowed up to 10 minutes. Okay, who wants to fight? Casters, who wants to fight?
I mean, I can play.
Fine.
Okay, fine. I'll go.
What do you mean,
Oh.
fine, okay? Who wants to fight?
I just want to play though because I have the most. Okay, TAWS U. I was
Wait,
like.
Nutmeg and
almost
Plessy are
like-
both ready, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
let's
Oh,
get
they're
back
ready.
to
Okay,
it.
never mind.
Wait, no, they're ready already.
Let's get a warm up started.
Oh yeah, we can just get warm up then. We can just get to warm ups then. Alright, hold on, where the fuck's my OBS? Alright, here
Hey, you
this
said the fuck word.
It is losers semis. If I'm not wrong.
Top board, yes.
Yes. Winner of this will be playing against Overshadow.
over SDPC. Misdrop on SDPC. Probably nerves. But that's alright.
It's alright, it's just warm-ups.
It's just warm-ups.
There's no stakes here.
His honor. Don't know if you consider that anything of
Hello, Claire.
value.
Ooh, Theron. Bit of a input error. And yeah. That's... Oh. Nutmeg. Not being able to keep up the pressure. Gives Theron a chance to escape.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Flareon does send a 10 spike over, but mostly clean sent over if Nutmeg didn't cheese themselves up.
Right. Theron gets all the way down. I mean, this is a warm-up. So
1 minute into the round already.
That means it's going to extend the... Or as I say that. Trying to keep the back-to-backs. Yeah, Theron finds a huge combo with 13 spike. And yeah, that will wrap up the warm-up. And yeah, let's get right into the game. This will be your first to 5 losers semis. Nutmeg against Flareon. And it looks like we'll be having a TKI on both sides.
Very clean stack from Flareon right now, just gonna stride it a little bit.
Yeah, Nutmeg is in a bit of a situation if they don't clear this.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that situation, but Nutmeg does find a fix. Nice donation for the T-spin right there.
Yeah, and cleans it up just nice.
Gotta love that T-spin
But-
roll right there.
If I was not ready for the next wave of pressure, then Theron will be taking the
Theron-
first game.
Flareon was just going fast that round. That's what it came down to. 2.7 PPS. I think there was a little bit of striding going on there. Both paying close enough attention, but that's kind of what it looked like.
Yeah, Flareon does have the speed. Look at 3 PPS. Some striding action at play. Yeah,
Flareon
Nutmeg.
actually set up some nice T-spins, so no striding this round.
Nutmeg with a bad sequence of pieces, but has to.
Ooh, well, Flareon having that kind of bad misdrop right there, so that'll give Nutmeg some time to build a little bit of a down stack.
Oh, that
And
S
another
misdrop.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for Flareon that round. We're at 1-1.
Yeah, it's that kind of input error where you just want to make a left or right shift, but you press for too long and the dash kicks in. You hate to see that happen. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what you also hate to see?
Yeah.
That.
Ooh, a 27 spike.
Yep,
But-
that was the last T-spin of a stick spin and then a double Tetris. You
Yeah,
hate to
and-
see it.
Yeah, Theron gets away with it, and we'll be
Yeah.
up 2-1.
Alright, looks like we got Gamushiro versus PCO. Gets second PC.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Gamu's
quite
just
fat.
dead in the water.
Words from the
Not quite
office.
fast enough.
Words from the office is actually MS2.
Yeah, I checked it's actually MS2.
This is MS2.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a C spin. Like, why come so many names?
No, because the PC patterns and stacking methods are different. Some easier than others.
Alright.
You are right, good catch.
It's also
Oh.
made by different people, which is
Well, because all these openers are named after the people who created them, I'm assuming.
It is so hard to keep track of sometimes. Even I, who can build both of them, I'm like, yeah, no, that's the wrong one. Like, it is so hard to keep track of. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it's alright.
I think the naming scheme is just as mysterious. Like, you think TKI would stand for some sort of, like, Tetris pattern. But it's because the guy who named it is called TKI. You know that.
No, he didn't call it TKI. We called it TKI. He called
It was
it
named-
Hypermarket TSD.
And Japan calls a C-spin a TKI instead.
Yeah.
Okay. There's
This is
some
real.
new knowledge. But Flare with the missed drop and Nutmeg with a huge combo.
Yeah, it was a
It's gonna do
really
it.
good foresight from Nutmeg as well, like X rank level foresight.
But this is the...
That's a
Ooh,
miscue. Yep.
this cancel. Ooh, saves it. Just good adjustment. But that's not gonna help. Number with a big open well. Wait, do some damage. But Flareon is ready for it. Then he comes out unscathed. Yeah, so looks like Flareon will be using their speed to just power through all these attacks that Nutmeg's sending.
Yeah, Nutmeg's getting really cheesed up now. Like, look at all that. That's crazy. Like, Nutmeg needs to commit, go down now.
You get to work like now. And looks like they are gonna do just that. It makes fishing for fishing for something. Oh, I don't think that was the right call.
Yeah, Nutmeg is finding themselves at a disadvantage, not only because of the speed difference, but because they're having trouble down stacking efficiently. And that
Yeah, and
comes
we're
with
at
practice. It's a very difficult skill to master. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're at
I
match
don't know, we got
point.
Flare on got Flare on with the stick spin, but does miss to drop it, fortunately.
That is okay. Name makes the best of the situation.
All my homies love the eye spin.
Spins it correct. I always mess that up. I always spin it the wrong direction. And then it would lock
Really,
in place.
It really do be like that. Eye rotations are really weird to learn.
You're really fickle.
Very fickle, yes. Especially when you're playing Tetria, which doesn't have true SRS
that was
eye rotations.
Yeah, and as we say that, Farron takes it, and it will be moving on to losers finals.
Good old 5-2, GG on both ends.
Yeah, that was quite a show from Flareon. And yeah, this is quite the losers run Flareon's been on. Let's take a look at the bracket. Wow. Wait. Alright, let's get some stats. Yeah, Flareon got sent to losers in round 2. And
Powering through.
they've been fighting all the way from losers. From losers round
Okay.
1 all the way to losers finals.
No more
So-
scamming this time. It's this match decides who goes to bracket reset. No, it's not bracket. Who gets a chance at bracket reset and
Who gets to go to
ultimately gets a
grand final.
chance to win it all. And losers final. Let's go. Let's see.
Yeah, Flareon's been on tear. They've been moving through the loser bracket and playing a lot of games from round 1 all the way to round 9. There's a lot of Tetrio.
Yeah. Right, we warm-ups?
Oh yeah, let's get to warm-ups.
You want to turn off our ACs? Yes. Right, we've got a yes. That's a confirmation, and move right onto it.
Yes, where this is losers finals.
You can
Haven't
DT off
you?
the bag. But instead they both go for SDPC. How boring. How boring.
Times have changed.
Times have changed.
We gave the trend. The future is now, old man.
Yeah,
I am a boomer.
DT is nothing more but a relic now.
Hey, I'm keeping it alive.
Oh, you know.
In my heart, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, Flareon pretty cheesed up right here, and Overshadow's got some clean garbage, but has a couple dependencies. It does fix them pretty quick. Is gonna get a nice down stack here, most likely. Nope.
Yeah,
kind of
Overshadow has
missed.
proven to be the more efficient player, but maybe the speed difference will come to play here.
With that little bit of lag as well.
Yeah, that was a massive bit of lag. Don't even try to downplay it, saying a little bit. And now Overshadow's getting really pushed up very high. Needs to really find a way down. But Flareon keeps pressuring and pressuring. But Overshadow coming out with a nice 10 spike. But will it be enough?
Think about it. The T-spins in this economy. Yeah, and Flareon will take a warm-up.
Warm-up goes to Flareon.
Okay, let's jump right into it. The Blues finals. This is still first to 5, by the way. So yeah,
It's not grand finals. Alright, we
only
got
grand
double
finals will be.
DPCs. And they're canceling each other. And double PC out of it. It looks like we got DPC out of Flareon and some other setup out of Overshadow. Flareon does get the PC. Goes straight back into SDPC. Doesn't miss drop, unfortunately.
Overshadow has
And
a nice
Overshadow-
combo. Yeah.
Overshadow just completely takes over the match. A 15 spike into like another 12 spike. So, absolutely topped out Flareon with that massive counter. Looks like TKI versus Stick Spin now. But that 1 in
Ooh.
10. Flareon got 1 in 10.
Yeah.
Could not continue the Stick Spin.
Yeah, they got the bad garbage spawn where you can't continue the stick spin. Overshadow.
Yeah, with a little bit of a
Going
miscom.
to-
That's fine. A nice way to do that 1
Need to build that LST. Building up the LST, but has to abandon. Whoa, Overshadow's really, lagging. Or is it just me?
Yeah.
This is the worst lag we've seen all day.
Lagging.
Yeah. It kind of has Vince HD syndrome, you know? Alright, Overshadow gets a nice T-spin into a Tetris, but
I'm not
Flareon
sure.
has a little bit of a nice setup.
Was that timing or was it just lag? I can't tell at this point.
It was lag.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am sure.
How can
Yeah.
you tell? How can you tell?
It could have been timing.
The pieces did not move at all.
I
That
don't
could
know
be
about
timing.
that. They moved in my mind.
In your heart. That's
My
all
heart
that
they
counts
moved.
now, is it?
Yeah, that is all that counts. My heart. Alright, we got SDPC versus SDPC. What is going on?
Baron is
Flareon?
misdropping all
Flareon.
day. Maybe the lag's not helping either.
No, that was misdrops. We know Flareon has been, powering through a little bit of nerves, but sometimes they still get you, and that's completely understandable.
And it's been a long day as well. They've played the most games of everyone who's left in the tournament. Ooh, but Overshadow with your misdraw and
Yeah,
they're gonna be on the board. 3-1.
3-1 for Overshadow, yeah. Flareon does finally get back on the board. Let's see, we got PCO from Flareon. It does hit the PC. Fortunately, gets passed through, so no second PC.
It's a questionable eye placement from Overshadow, but makes it work. Ooh. Okay, the eye. Next eye comes in time.
Flareon's putting out some nice pressure, and Overshadow has a little bit of messy that they have to fix, but does find the down stack. Looks like the
That
lag
was
is
lag.
help to cancel that out. Yeah, that was lag.
That wasn't timing at all.
That's fine. It do be like that.
Okay.
And Overshadow's got a
Shows-
nice giant well inside of the board.
Fair with the FTSD, but the second T nowhere in
Flareon
sight.
misdropping again. Now Flareon near the top of the board needs to find a way to get down quick.
Yeah, they're using their speed to, power through all this cheese. And that was timing, it was not lag.
Yeah, that was timing, but the attack never came.
Yeah. And we're at match point.
Match point for Overshadow.
Overshadow is looking to get back to Grands.
Looks like we got
And third
center
is-
full right out of Flareon.
The garbage spawn is a bit unfortunate. Let's see if they can capitalize. And looks like
They will.
they are not. Just slight bit too late. Didn't get the Tetris finish to send the massive damage.
Unfortunate, but also fortunate. Yo, has anyone been keeping track of Wumbo and see that giant 69 spike? Wumbo recently put out a video where they did 4 wide against Promo. Promo misdropped their opener, so Wumbo just went all the way to the top and ended it with a T-spin and a Tetris. And the giant flashing number said 63, but that's because 6 of it was canceled. Wumbo actually did 69 attack.
This
Anyway.
is why forward was my biggest 9. Very sure.
That is
Because one
Anyway,
will
Flareon wins that round.
nice.
Continues to go for a stick spin. Gets a nice 15 spike at the end of it.
that
Overshot
is
tanking,
lag.
so they get clean garbage on their side.
Okay. Overshadow with not the best situation, but makes it work. Some smart plays.
Nice find down that tip
Oh,
from Flareon.
great
Nice down
fractal.
stack all the
even
way.
find a multiplier for misdrop.
Oh, but a misdrop. The misdrop's
I
not gonna
think that'll
help.
be it for the round. Yeah. So we're seeing a little bit of a comeback from Flareon.
Yeah.
It's 4-3 for
Turn is-
Overshadow.
Come back.
Got SDPC versus SDPC again, my favorite. Looks like we got the Tetris PC out of Flareon. Going for DPC now. Gets the
Ooh.
T-spin, and that just tops out Overshadow.
It's
That
one
was-
boss breaker.
That was
Coming to life.
92 APM at 3.2 PPM, or PPS.
Yeah, so Overshadow
Per
is
minute.
needs to, bring
Some
together
serious stacking, yeah.
to close out this round.
If we do ever, this is one hell of a comeback if it happens. This is a big TAWS breaker moment.
On the other
Flareon
Yeah.
side.
really putting the work in.
These misdrops not helping.
Flareon has been
There's-
battling misdrops and coming out on top.
Flareon just using the speed advantage.
Look at this, 2.7 pieces per second. Like, this is
Yeah, and-
excellent.
And Overshadow not in the best spot. Need to play this. Need to play his cards right. Ooh.
See, somebody
Overshadow,
say
yeah,
force.
lagging a little
Think
bit.
force to help? Okay, not really.
It's a bit laggy as well. I'm not sure if the lag is helping or
Yeah, Flareon got the nice kite on, follows up with a combo into a Tetris, gets another T-spin double, and now Overshadow's all the way near the top of the board.
Nice drop.
Clean garbage. A lot of clean garbage. Making that down stack, sending it back with an 11 spike. Flareon has
Yeah,
to answer.
Flareon is in
It has
trouble.
nothing. Yeah, Flareon doesn't
Flareon
have
is in
anything to answer
trouble.
with.
Yeah, and Overshadow managed to close this
that.
out. It was a bit scary, but Yeah, this is the end of Flareon's run.
Very, very good run for Flareon.
Yeah.
Absolutely something to be proud of. Very nice job.
All the way from losers. This was one hell of a tournament for Flareon, but Ocean will be taking it this time.
Alright, we will be taking a little bit of a break as we prepare for Grand Finals. Let's go!
Right.
Let's go!
Grand
Grand Finals.
Grand
Will this be
Finals!
For Grand Finals, because I am.
I love Grand Finals. That means my work is almost over.
Bruh.
Okay, this is not a rematch, surprisingly. We've had no rematches this whole tournament. Oh wait, no, what I'm talking about, this is a rematch.
Actually, a rematch.
This is a rematch of the winners final.
Yeah.
Of the winners finals.
Yeah, so Happy.
Yeah, so
This was Happy's last match that they played, and which knocked Overshadowed down to lose bracket. Overshadowed won, came right back and says, "Hey, I'm not done here." So
yeah, so
Hugh is
Overshadow's
gonna
looking
be,
for revenge.
again. Yeah.
And Hugh is looking to, make a statement. This will be good grands, given their track
Wants to say
record.
that 5-4 win was not a fluke, and that Hugh is truly better. And Overshadow says, "I'm out for revenge."
Alright, looks like we're gonna get warm-ups on our way here. And yeah, this is it. This is TAWS U5 Grand Finals. Overshadow against Hugh.
Let's go.
What is this opening?
You know,
I've not seen this.
it's some weird.
But PCs, it works out.
And going straight into the DPC with it. It gets to the PC.
Yeah, and again,
What was
Ooh.
that? Explain yourself, Hugh.
there's some freestyle. And yeah. So we'll have grand finals on our way. This is a first to 7, by the way. So it's like a traditional TL match. But Hugh is coming from the winner's side. So if they drop a game,
Yeah.
they get their chance. But Overshadow has to win this and another set to take the tournament.
So Hugh did get a color clear, but not the PC. So it just kind of ended up not really mattering too much. Hey, look! You got the names on the right sides this time.
And Hugh
Oh
misses
shit,
the,
did I?
this is the
I
top
didn't
there.
even adjust.
You completely missed the donation they could have did. They could have put the, well, not donation, the skim of
Wow,
the L
that's
on the
what-
left to get a T-spin double out of it. It would have got rid of the overhang and been...
Yeah, that was a bad misdraw.
Yeah, I forgot to top drop there.
Like Hugh with MVPC.
That's DPC.
Oh, gets
There you
it.
go, gets that PC. Goes
What?
straight into
Oh.
DPC. Cancels out the incoming garbage. Gets the PC out of it.
Overshadow
goes for
is
first PC.
ready to receive
Gets
all it.
first PC for a color clear though, unfortunately. Now this giant well down the center. That's a 17 spike. Hugh just murdered a man. And it's 1-1. Hugh going
Alright.
for SDPC again.
Overshadow with a bit of a misdrop, it looks like. Look at that floating J.
Okay, this
Yep.
is not a toilet. This is the cannon.
Hugh was out for blood.
Yeah, really coming right out the
Misdropped,
gates.
unfortunately. So there's not going to be an SDPC out of Hugh this round. This might actually go
Misdrops
to
from-
mid-game.
Misdrops from both. I guess both are really nervous.
We get a mid-game this round. Yay!
That was fast.
Going to
Ooh, that was a nice down stack out of
down.
Overshadow.
yeah, Hugh looking to Get a nice stack of stone.
Ilaris is biased in chat.
Very true.
Okay. Yeah. No one's in, you know, in any particularly bad or good shape.
Yeah,
Yes.
both players are kind of healthy stacks. Hugh low and Overshadow has a little bit of attack ready to go, but very clean, right? So nice forecast there from Hugh to actually get that T-spin right there.
Oh, the misrub.
Oh, no. Seems like a bit of lag at play as well. But yeah, Overshadow, too many missed drops.
Too many
Could be
misdrops.
taking that.
That'll do it. It's 3-1 for Hugh right now. Looks like going for SDPC again. Going for TK on Overshadow's end. A little bit of pass-through right there, so Hugh's not going to get a PC, but will get a color clear if they take it. They decide not to because there's no point, rather set up a T-spin. And now Hugh is off to the races, sending a 10 spike. Overshadow
And
very high
Overshadow-
stack on top. Has 2 eyepieces floating above their well. Not very good. Has to do a lot of skimming. Not doing count to 4s either, so not doing themselves any favors on this.
It is a weird decision, but Overshadow is hanging on here.
That's
Go
a
behind
very
the
nice combo into a Tetris. Gets 16 spikes, sending Q very near the top. Kind of feeling pressure, but opens up the well. Gets 1 Tetris, about to get that second. There it is. Sets a nice donation T-spin. He was playing very, very smart here.
Think about the next
Yeah,
move.
Clearly knows what they're doing, and if you were just a tiny bit faster, you could definitely be an X rank. You should be basically on the border of X rank. Like, they have very solid gameplay.
Yeah, just, you know, a few lucky, just a good win streak away from X rank.
Honestly,
Depends on
yeah,
who
a
you
good win streak away, or, you know, just like a marginal improvement in their ability. Either or will put them at X rank.
Yeah, but Overshadow is hanging on here. Oh, but
Well, as you
I think
say,
it's
that
key.
mix drop is a little bit
yeah,
bad, but Overshadow does find a nice down stack a little bit.
I think the spin, but this is problematic.
Yeah, getting
And-
a little
and laggy.
greedy for that D-spin.
I don't know what happened. I think there was lag. I couldn't see how.
Oh, that
think
lag
that was
helped him.
Yeah, you're not the only one who feels lag.
All right.
Overshadow does
still
find
hanging
a
on.
very nice down stack.
No, and
Somehow
takes it off
take
nowhere.
from you. Yeah, you don't just... Overshadow kept with it, ended up finding some nice damage to send over to Q. Q misdropped, and it's 3-2. That was a very...
Drunken elbow?
Did disconnect? What was that?
No, Overshadow was just having their internet, be their internet. So Q putting on pressure, but Overshadow is a nice clean well. 13 spike as a Tetris lined up, takes it, and can very easily set up another Tetris.
Nice clean board.
I think Overshadow is trying very hard to keep their back-to-back, but unfortunately had to get out of that.
Not at huge speed, it's really hard to, you know, plan everything when all of a sudden you have 15 lines coming your way and you have to readjust your game plan.
Both players very near the bottom of the board, very safe situation. Overshadow building 2 Zs on top of each other, ends up making it into a T-spin. Looked a little sketchy at first, but it worked out.
Hugh looking a bit stuck here at the moment.
Yeah, he's a little bit cheesed up. It's not the worst cheese, but like, it's definitely something that they have to work through and they have to be quick. Because Overshadow can just
Yeah,
build up
Hugh's out of
fast.
eyepieces, so this will be a problem. But
Barely got
yeah,
out
speed-
that time.
he's right through it. Very nice. Just came on top.
Not out of the woods yet, but definitely in a much better situation than they were a second ago. Now they're out of the woods. This is an intense round. A little bit of a lag spike there on Overshadow again.
Okay, Overshadow is in a good spot here. It's a nice juicy combo. Sends a lot of cheese instead.
And we're about to hit the 2-minute mark.
Ooh, you can see the greed on Overshadow's end. He wants to milk this the stack.
Fortunately, it doesn't get to do a proper fractal out of it, but it does skim, and skims some more. And Overshadow is very low on the board. Hugh has a little bit more to work with, and that includes a Queen Tetris Well, which considered setting up an SDSD but didn't have the pieces for, so wisely goes against
The
it.
bailout.
The bailout. Just like the card things.
Okay. Yeah, Hugh's in a good spot right now with a good set of combos, and we'll be taking it.
Alright, this is 4-2. It's not a match point. As a reminder, Grand Finals are first to 7, not first to 5. So Hugh still has to win 3 more, and Overshadow does have a lot of time to make up the difference. Got SCPC coming out of Hugh again, finds the solve, just goes to the races straight on DPC, cancels incoming garbage.
That's another one. It gets a Tetris PC, so it's a bit harder to tank, but Overshadow not quite making it in time.
Ended up going right back into SDPC again, took 1 line of garbage, but it didn't matter, the T-Spins ended up getting the kill, so now it's 5-2 for Hugh.
Yeah, Overshadow's in quite a bit of trouble. We'll need to get something going. And
You
this
found
looks like a
the solve.
spicy combat. They misdropped.
They misdropped
Oh,
one
that
of
is
them.
sad. That's sad. There was like a
Go ahead.
Tournament point on Hugh.
yeah, there was like a 2 T-spin into a Tetris. That was it. That was the kicker. But bad misdrop, ends it all.
Looks like it's SDPC versus SDPC. Hugh doing that slide T-spin 180 single. Ends up getting the PC out of it. And
This time
has-
Overshadow is ready to tank the garbage.
A little bit of curious decisions. Maybe just not a good way to get down for Hugh. But ends up down stacking after a brief moment of hesitation.
Yeah, you can see Overshadow there considering the floating, but didn't have the second Z piece to complete stack. You
13
Not
spike
the great-
out of Overshadow. That puts Hugh through the roof, and we're at 6-3. Is Hugh gonna do 6-3, or are they gonna stick with SDPC? Respect if you go 6-3. Goes
Yeah.
SDPC. So be it.
Overshadow
Misdrop.
is
And that's
doing
gonna be a
good
bad situation.
LST.
Overshadow's getting a lot
Nice.
of decent drop right now.
yeah, nice floating. Maximum LST. Okay, and don't do it. 46 Overshadows coming back. I'm back alive.
Overshadow definitely has an opportunity. We got SDPC again out of Hugh. Nobody's surprised. Does find the scene.
I mean,
But that's it.
get a turn.
That is match point. Game point.
Yeah, this
Tournament point. He wins.
there was quite a dominant showing from Hugh. You know, when you PC 2 or 3 times like that, it's not much you can do to counter. I need to PC on your own. And yeah, Hugh is your winner of TAWS U.
TAWS U5.
Hugh, I would not be surprised if Hugh were not able to play in the next TAWS U because they became X rank. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't say that. Not really, no.
Yeah, congratulations. Looks like there's a lot of Hugh fans in the chat. Love to
That's
see it.
good. And yeah, that's going to be the conclusion of TAWS U5. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for sticking with us through all this. Congratulations to our winners. Is there multiple winners? Does the second place get something as well? They do, right?
No, they got the pride of
Losing to the winner.
Yeah. Alright. But yeah, congratulations to Hugh for the 1 month supporter that he's won for himself. And yeah, that's both the stream. Who to raid?
Yeah, there is another TAWS in about 10 hours, I think, from now.
No, it's 9. It's 8 and 40 something minutes. It's going to be another TAWS Asia, which I'm hosting still. But this time we're also high chance, very likely, that I'm also going to have to cast as well. So if you want to see that, do check TAWS out. Do check out TAWS Asia. And but that aside, who to raid? Does anyone have any idea?
Garden Sale just went live a few moments ago.
Let's go.
I like Garden Sale. Garden Sale's
right.
pretty cool.
I don't have mod, I don't think. Set.
I have mod, but I haven't done a raid through mod.
Can you send me the channel name, like channel thing?
What are you looking for?
And we'll be raiding Garden Sale in a bit.
I'll just put it in the chat.
Redeem for guide the raid, so you might have to do that.
Yeah. You can also redeem that if you want. If there's a favorite, if you've got a favorite chat, like streamer
we actually
you'd like
did.
to raid.
We actually got
We have a
raid.
redeem.
actually
Have you?
We do have a redeem.
We have a redeem.
We didn't miss it. I apologize.
Oh, excuse me then. Actually raid. You actually raid, right? Okay. So that is going to be. Okay, so have fun over there and stay tuned for next TAWS U as well as the next TAWS events. We do have something quite big coming up in the next few months. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you have a nice day.
Take care.
Have a
everyone.
nice
Thanks for watching.
Right, see ya.
And okay.